Hey Joshua. Let's see here. We were testing out some fun things. Let me go ahead and full screen this. Boom, baby. Awesome. How are you today? Happy? Happy July. It's gonna bring in voice chat. Can do that with the full screen. And the voice chat's back. We got Sparta and Edgelord hanging out with us right now. How are y'all doing today?
I'm good.
Edgelord is good. Sparta, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
All right, I'm gonna toss up a duty finder. If anybody wants to join me for some leveling roulettes. I wish I would say. I wish my comment persisted at session over session. On YouTube.
You could just copy and paste it.
Yeah, but that means I'd have to save it somewhere and have another file open, and it becomes like a... I mean, it makes sense, but it's still like... The number of things that I do to go live right now is like... I should just spend like a week and write some kind of automation script. And just so that I can be like, okay, it's all done. Like, here's the 50 things I need to do before going live. Let's see here. And while I wait for anybody to join, I'm gonna just keep turning in these questies.
I really should start working faster.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna sneak up on me. I think I'm gonna like end up being like, oh man, I wish I think Annie has the walkie-talkie, kiddo. She wanted it. Let's see.
My
Here.
only crafter isn't my highest crafter.
Thanks,
isn't
Kathy.
even at 60.
See, I've got all of it at 70, except for Culinarian, but I do have some stuff to go turn in for Culinarian.
My highest.
I'll come get in a little bit, kiddo. Let's see here. You go ahead, Edge.
My highest isn't even 60.
Yeah.
And it's the culinarian.
That is your highest?
Yes, and it's not even at 60.
Oh wow. We have Danny Edwards 91 subscribed. Welcome, Danny. Let's see here. Happy born day, buddy. I did my best, Keaton. I was like almost 3 weeks late. I was supposed to be born like at the beginning of July, according to my mom.
Better to be late than to be a month early.
Yeah, dude. True story. Especially, I don't know if you guys know it, but statistically, like white males have the lowest survivability, especially out of preemies.
Yeah, I was like a month or.
Dang, dude.
I was born a month early, legitimately.
Wow, dude.
That's why I made the joke.
Well, I'm glad you're alive.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I was born purple.
Hey, same man.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Keaton. Thanks, Ray.
Ryan.
What's up?
Hey, Graham. Sorry.
I'm so confused.
I was like, you were like, I saw Ryan and you said Ree.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I'm like,
I was just reading up the list.
yeah. Okay. Don't queue us. Give me a slight warning.
I will warn. Yeah, I'll warn. We got a party finder up if anybody wants to do a leveling roulette. I've got a tank and a samurai, so if anybody wants to come as healer or DPS.
And the red mage.
Oh, you're going. Yeah, he's coming as red mage. So yeah, like feel free. Thanks, Christopher. Let's see here. That's the song. I don't know why that song sounds like somebody's like. So Ray, I actually really like Dark Knight. It's been so far I think really enjoyable. I've got a lot. I feel like I got a lot to kind of relearn. But I like that I don't feel like I'm dark artsing all the time, because that was kind of a little bit of an annoyance.
Yeah, not a lot of people like the Dark Arts fans.
Where you you're going shopping? Is shopping day on our house? Where you going shopping? Like for a house or And what do you say, Edge?
Yeah, I'm a Dark Knight main, and I really just didn't like the spam thing.
Yeah, like it was just like, oh, this and then this and then this and then this, and like you just kind of have to. It was just kind of tiring. Oh, grocery shopping. Gotcha. The So I really have enjoyed Paladin. I've really enjoyed Dark Knight. I really enjoyed Dark Knight when they introduced it, but I'm liking everything that kind of kind of types and types. You can't type rock. That's what you're saying. I really like how it works. I'm really looking forward to getting my Fae Shadow or Fran, excuse me. Like Fae is the freaking fairies where I'm at. Yeah, but it feels good. It feels a little bit a little tighter. It's a little bit more straightforward. So are you still maining a Dark Knight Edge?
Yeah.
Good. Hey, Chris.
Been
Hey.
maining it since 4.0.
Yeah, I at 4.0 I went back to Paladin, and then I ended up shifting over to Warrior at 4.2, and then I kind of made Warrior up till the scene cannot be skipped. Interesting.
You're not doing the MSQ one.
No.
That is weird.
I guess I had to pick which one's lying. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. All three of us are notorious liars.
Brian, I found something kind of cool that I was wondering if you wanted to see. If you wanted to get for this Discord channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
my
what's going on, Aunt Sherry? Yeah. So my Aunt Sherry, like that's what she would always call me on my birthday, and she would sing that. Thank you. Thanks for coming by in a whole new modern way. Love you too. Sorry, you were saying reality?
Oh, no, they put in this raid helper bot,
Uh-huh.
and I could take a screenshot of it if need be, but it was kind of cool because it set up its own little box, and uh when you just clicked on the emote you want, it put in your name, and it put you under which class that you're gonna raid as.
Mm-hmm.
And basically you just, I guess you filled out the details on the raid, just like what it is,
Okay.
how long it's supposed to be up. So yeah, if you wanted under the announcements, you could just copy my old message.
Yeah, I will do that.
But with the extra mile, then I could ask them, where they downloaded the raid helper bot,
Yeah.
because it is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Just
I would
made it
love
like
to know
super
about
easy.
that, especially if we can add that bot to the server itself. And
Okay.
iCal says, loves my controller guides. Thank you so much, iCal. Thanks for watching them. But yeah, like find out where that bot is, and I'll get that over into announcements today.
That sounds
Okay.
pretty useful.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
and well, it's cool because like I'm staring at it right now. I guess you figure out how you do it, but they put in like on it Titania EX under info. He put like learning group for Titania EX. And it was like how many people signed up. There's like a little icon for 10, like how, the date it was gonna start, the
Mm-hmm.
time. And then yeah, there's like 3 different columns for tank, DPS, and healer. And then right under it, it has all the different, little emote icons for everyone. And when you click on yours, it puts your name
Mm-hmm.
up under, like I put mine under white mage, so my name pops up under white mage, and it shows all the people that have signed up.
Nice.
for it. So I was thinking, well, that'd be kind of cool, just doing the same thing,
Yeah.
but just putting, like recruitment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it
for
helps
it.
because
So
it's like, hey, who's going to be there? Because like we tried to do, we did the Eden. We ended up doing the Eden raid, but we tried to do EX, and it's like only had 2 or 3 people, and it's like, okay. And then everybody was more interested in doing Fates, and I was like, I'm game with that too. So it's like, okay,
okay. Okay, here, I'm gonna bounce out real quick. Actually, our
okay,
FC leader's in the chat. I'll ask him where he got it.
all right, dude. Talk to you soon.
Thanks for reminding me. I just remember I need to do my Eden.
Yeah, you want to do that before Tuesday. Otherwise,
I did 2 of them and I got enough to buy a chess piece.
nice, dude. And Finn was saying, I swear Hrothgars look like they could knock the head off in one punch. Yes, because they are the best. If you are part of the Pride, let us know. I actually created a crossword link shell just for Hrothgars.
I disagree with you.
Are you Vieira, or did you stick with any of the previous races?
Ara is best race. No argument.
Well, I have none. It's like your opinion is completely wrong. I was not aware opinions about preferences could be wrong. Let's see here.
Some people are like that.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, you must believe exactly as I do, or I will beat you up for it. It's like, oh man, your sales pitch could use some work.
I just don't really like the Hrothgar's, whole look.
Well, that's fine.
I'm not a fan of like more bestial like races.
Mm-hmm. See, I was like, for me, like when I saw, it was like the EverQuest Next reveal. Fortunate that never came out to be. But when I saw that reveal, I was like, oh yeah, like I'm totally gonna be a lion. And then I was like, when they announced that, when they showed them off, I was like, oh man, like if we had lions when the game launched, would I have been a lion? And I answered myself, oh yes. Looks like, did somebody take over my Spotify? Probably. I think Julie might be listening to it downstairs, so I'll go and turn on the music. Doo-doo. There we go.
Repair supply.
And I'll take... and we'll do that. Bum, 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 bum. Knocking out these quests. Yeah, kiddo? You're at the door? You got the walkie-talkies? Let's see. You need me to open the door? Alright. Yeah, I'll open the door 1 second. Thanks, Ron. Means a lot, dude. Daggum leg day. Makes me sore. Here you go.
Here you go.
Oh, money and a walkie-talkie?
Yeah. So now we can hear you from downstairs whenever we want.
That's a good idea.
On channel 1.
Yeah, on channel 1?
Do you know how to get to channel 1?
Let's see here. It looks like I'm on channel 1 as well.
Good.
There we go. And then she gave me some of her play money. Money, money, money! It's this felt money. This is Dad, over and out.
What is it, Dad?
Not much, I'm just playing some Final Fantasy. What you up to?
Okay, well, right now I'm going downstairs. Please go up there.
Okay, just make sure you go downstairs safely and slowly, okay, kiddo?
Okay.
Love you. Over.
We need help down here.
Sorry, you said you needed some help downstairs? Alright, just message me if you need me. Love you.
You can help me.
I don't know what she's talking about.
That's what you can help me to
All right, let's see here. And we still have our party finder up for a leveling roulette if anybody wants to join. If not, I will ping Sparta and see if he's ready for the queue.
One second. I gotta deal with an issue.
Okay, roger that.
Um. Well, quite.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Fresh.
Yeah. Queue. If we gotta wait. Sorry, I'm on my red mage now.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put us in queue since no one else has said anything. There we go. So we're in queue, and I'll just keep turning in these quests.
I would join, but I'm not good.
What data center are you on, Edgelord?
8th.
Okay, so you're on Aether. Nice. There we go. And then raise on Excalibur. Yeah, it'd be nice if we got some cross data center stuff. We're on Aether, which was in our specific server is Sargatana's, our home world. It's an XP update. Less than 5 minutes, so I don't know if we complete it by then. Stick with these quests for now. That'd be interesting if they ninja fix the macros to make them faster or something like that.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Fresh is looking for anybody like who wants to try to help because he's wanting to see if the delay in the macro is any like how much less it is.
100K away from
I've already talked about it. I've already replied.
Oh, great.
Him in Discord. Yeah, macros are not good. Macros are in no way.
Well, he wants to,
it literally
he wants to test
adds
it.
up. Well, it
You
literally
can't
adds
queue.
up to about 5 to 6 seconds of delayed skills later on.
Is that
Right
still?
now-
But is that still a fact as of Shadowbringers? Like, is anybody who actually?
Oh, wait, 2.5. If you have a
You're breaking
Well,
up, Sparta.
cool
Just
down.
FYI.
I don't know why I'm breaking up because I'm on my computer.
Sounds much clearer
So
now.
if you
Like,
have a global cooldown of 2.5,
that lag spot.
yeah. So if you have a global, do a wait 3 seconds. That's point. You're not doing anything. You're not. It's just you're sitting there.
well, he's not
It's
saying
like-
that he's using a wait command. He's literally wanting to check the just the AC command itself. And the thing that he would lose out on unless they changed it is that he would lose out on the queuing function.
Yeah, you lose out on that queuing function, and that is a major issue. I didn't look at the log, but it's literally
Maddie,
mathematically.
I love you too. Over. Sorry, but man, like they got kids got me walkie talkies.
These are OGCDs. If you're using them for GCDs, the problem's there, but if you're using them for select OGCDs, it kind of neutralizes itself.
Yeah.
Well, there are inherent issues, even OCGs. Like if you're stacking OCGs, like a tank's cooldown, you never know what you're gonna get.
Well, I mean, you have an idea. It depends on the order and fail
No,
through
it
at the
doesn't.
timing.
Well,
That's a factor of ping. I can tell you, I can fire off a macro of OGCDs and tell you exactly what's going to fire before I press the button.
And then you have also ones where you change the targeting constraints for certain things, like, I guess now all that's left will be, there's so few of them. You have Asylums, Scholars, crap. Why did I blank on what it is? I'm using it for damned ears.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everyone knows what I'm talking about. And you have Earthly Star with Astro, the few that ground plays, Salted Earth on the Dark
because it
Knight.
is negligible.
Yeah, Salter.
Because
is
that one you can usually get
Sorry.
off without, to make it a little bit faster, especially if you're doing it from range or you just want to pick where to place it, especially on people who just don't want to manually aim it.
Yeah, that's I've got it on macro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. for
And
controller players
I've
too.
even asked, and they're like, them kind of macros are fine, and it is a negligible difference. But when you're literally getting 1% in rages, those negligible differences add up.
Astro got the.
But keep in mind, sometimes this year, other use could also make up for those negligible differences. Like, I mean, you could literally be slower without the macro than with it, and that negligible difference can be made up or made worse. Like, take the ground places with controller. Sometimes getting that where you want it can take longer
Yeah.
than having a drop on target in the middle.
Oh no, what I'm saying, he's saying like he's I don't know what he's using his macros for, but like ground targets, I even asked the Happy Discord. I'm a member of the Happy Discord. I flat out asked them, and they say ground targeting ones are fine. It's when you're doing rotation macros
Yeah,
that are
I mean,
not
if you use
fine.
weight, it breaks, but since we don't know what kind of macros he's using, saying
Yeah.
macros are bad are just
Yeah, I
Also
would
bad
say
at
like I say, let the guy do what he wants. Like let him experiment.
Yeah,
You know.
if you
Because
want
like
to-
honestly, like if let's say we've had this idea that because like you're putting in weight commands and stuff like that, so you're losing time, which time is DPS, right? So if you can't, second, turn that upside down. But let's say then they've updated it and it's faster, and because now it's 64-bit and now it's negligible. Now there's essentially no issue with it, but there's this group thought that thinks that there is. Like he could literally go and prove that it's working, and it will take people time to kind of accept that. But then all of a sudden, it's like then that becomes the new meta. Like, yep, build that macro. Now for me, I want them to add the combo system in because I think that kind of fixes it. You don't have to sit here and wait. You know, because I would love the combo
manually
system.
make combos.
Yeah, where you just manually, I want to do this, then I want to do this.
Mod or World of Warcraft lets you do it. You could
Yeah.
just choose it and it would automatically flip it for you, but you made your own order.
Yeah, I would
So
like
basically,
personally. I think that'd be
tanks would
real
be-
nice.
Good morning,
Whatever's
good
on
morning, good
cooldown at high
morning.
Good morning.
Hey Brian,
Happy-
oh sorry.
Okay,
I was just gonna say happy birthday.
thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Guess I missed something.
It's my birthday,
People will be getting old all around you, man.
dude.
Definitely
It
attention.
beats the alternative, man. What's the like? Does anybody know what
No,
the alternative is?
He's still younger than I am.
Dying or inventing
Yeah.
immortality. Take your pick. It's a
Most
50-50.
likely it's die. Like unless there's unless somebody's invented a new option.
Right. I
Good
got,
invent immortality, you never know.
I'll tell you what my buddy told me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it to 100 or I'm gonna die trying.
That's right. I've always defined old as like 1,000 because I figured that was a little out of reach, but at the same time, like for like when people were like, "Oh my gosh, 30's so old," I'm like, "You're gonna have a bad day here in about 5 years, Mister
It
25-year-old."
depends
You
on
know,
your
it's like,
audience.
well,
Right, where
of
you
course,
going?
like yeah. So like to my kids, Maddie told me she's older than me today. I was like, okay.
I would do anything to be 30 again.
Oh no, dude, I never go. I would never want to go back. Not at all. Like absolutely not. It's think of it as like not to like spoil any kind of like movie, but think about what Tony Stark said in Endgame. It's like you don't want to sacrifice what you got, even though like you want to try to restore and kind of make right the past, right? Like going back, if there was even just like the smallest chance that I wouldn't have my kids or my wife.
See, I don't have any of that.
Hell no.
So. But it
Okay,
would be
well,
nice to have more-
then enjoy your time travel.
Just get my student loans.
It's Leo season, dude. Yeah, I gotta get rid of those student loans. Those student loans will suffocate you.
Go back in
Yeah.
time and burn the college acceptance letter
And do the what? Sorry.
and tell him not to apply to go to college. Nope.
No, more like take an extra few months to decide upon it, not rush in, and figure out, oh, this school doesn't work. Let's drop out. 2 years in, finishing 3 years.
Yeah, I finished in 3.5.
Yeah, I had a year-round
Yeah,
school.
I didn't actually.
Also,
I went to a
Year and a half in, done with.
I went to a trade school down in Arizona.
That's smart.
And that was it was a waste of time for
Oh,
me.
bummer.
Because I actually didn't utilize any of it.
Yeah, no one's ever like after a little bit of work, no one's like ever cared what my degree's in or what my GPA was. It's like, okay, can you do the job? Are you honorable? Can we trust you? Do you do good work? Do you take care of the customer? Do you show up on time? It's like, yeah.
Well, I went to school for
Basically,
PC network administration.
Yeah, see, there's some help. But that's still like trade school. Like as an engineer, as a software engineer, like my college degree kind of taught me how to think. I learn programming all the time. Like I constantly go and get like new classes and go and try to study stuff, and the syntax and the language gets updated. So if I went into school and majored in, I didn't do this, but majored in like COBOL. Like there'd be a very small market for me. They were like they kept trying to have me do like Linux, and I'm like, I'm not interested in Linux.
Hey Brian, let me I'm gonna reply to someone in chat.
Okay.
I would tell him, ask him this. Alked, would you rather have the race or no race at all? Because that's literally what was the options gonna be. Like they were either gonna have to have some things change or just not do a race at all, because it would have added about 6 months of dev time to just give all the Roscar and Vieira headpieces.
Oh, we're talking about like the fact that they can't like.
Yeah.
You talking about?
It literally would have added a
Making
6
the
months
other
of dev.
Yeah, so Brian, that I sent you a DM with the link to
Thank
the
you.
raid helper bot,
Thank you.
and all you have to do is I would read it over, I guess, and then there's a button up there to just invite it.
Yeah, like we've got a couple bots set up on the server.
Yeah, I'm a little newer to the Discord bot thing. I was like,
It's interesting. It's an interesting world.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you don't download it, like someone already made it, and you just invite it to your server. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you can configure it and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, it showed it, like examples of people using it for like Final Fantasy, World of Warcraft, things of that nature, and then you just basically tweak it, to your setup, to whatever game you're playing, I guess. So that was pretty cool.
But yeah, that's what people like that are doing the complaints, they don't realize, and it's because I'm not in the industry, but I did have some game development experience, and like people wanting these things, it's not instantaneous. They can't just like, oh, so y'all want headgear? Okay, let me snap my fingers and get headgear.
Biggest issue I have with headgear right now is so much of the new stuff isn't included. I get the old stuff, like, okay, hey, we might be in 6.0 before it's up to date with it. But it's kind of weird how much of the new stuff is missing.
The problem is I don't see it as weird. I see it as what part of what I've called and said the problems within the 14 game are. And when I talk about like the game's technical debt, and it's like, yeah, it's a great game. Shadowbringers is an incredible expansion. Probably even it's one of the highest rated games in 2019. But
Yeah,
let's be real with like the development and what's happened and how we've gotten to this point, and what we still have yet to sacrifice or to the dev team, like hours, time, money, or whatever, like it's going to take to get some of these things. Like it's like we're talking about like it's an interesting challenge. It's going to be interesting what if they come up with the right solution. Did we get the right item? Like I don't know. I feel like guess we got it. Like okay, yeah, we got the
it,
yellow
Brian.
key. Good.
I'm here, Brian.
Yeah, I was like, I don't like. Isn't it supposed to drop from that room? And then you got it, so you're good.
Yeah. I know
You gotta remember, I'm here. I'm not. I don't like to win. I for some reason when I do leveling roulette recently in this dungeon, and I know why it is, because we got a lot of new players. But it's like,
I mean, so Skilla was talking about that because it's like, imagine if when you look at the challenge, it's like with ARR, like ARR is like it was good. I played through it. Like the game's gotten better and better and better, but it's still like, hey, like. They need the trust system. They need a lot of the things, and they can't do it because it's not the fate system in Shadowbringers is not the fate system that the rest of the game has. It's a different one, and so they have to kind of go back through and kind of get that retrofitted and do a lot of different things with it. So there's a lot of work that they have left to do, and hopefully with the growth in the community that they can take that time and invest in it. Otherwise, I think we'll see. Hold on one second, sweetie. I'll see you guys when I'm done here in a little bit. Love you. It's like I just keep.
So what do you guys think of the new fate system they added?
Love it.
It's almost perfect. It just feels really good. But as I've capped, like I'm just like I want like the currency's good. I wish that they also gave us at least the lock boxes as well as drops that just kind of compile, and then you can roll stuff with it.
I think the biggest thing honestly about Fate since Random, there's not many in a zone.
Yeah, and if they started
run out quickly.
If they started like also chaining to where like, oh, if you beat this Fate, if it leveled up and like it's where, because essentially what I would love to see as a part of like the Fate system right now is some kind of like also end game version of it. Like if you look at like Eureka, they had those NM bosses, and I would love to see more like triggered fates. Like I'd like to see more of what they had in Eureka brought into the main game. And I think with those, like with anything harder fate or level cap, like max level cap fate boss, whatever, if they would color them different on the map. So all of a sudden, if we're all like, hey, we're running around, oh, there's there's an S rank or triple S rank alpha boss, like, but it's like some like epic kind of thing where it's like ends up being just like, okay, but I know I need to go in at 80 because that's not leveling content. That's
Cool
just
if they did it like have people spend the gemstones to get like activation key for an 81.
Oh,
so, like,
that would
it's
be cool.
500 gemstones.
Yeah.
And you can buy it for that zone, and you get the 80 fate, and it'll have like another cool reward. Kind of bring that fate reward system back. Where you
agreed.
did the whole
That's a
chain,
genius idea.
If they went to the end, it's like, but make it 500. You have to
right, and so it's rarer, and then it's like, and then everybody's like, oh yeah, I stocked up 500, and it's like, okay, we're gonna, and then it becomes more of a server side thing where it's like, hey, we're going to do this, check this out, come, hey,
you have to activate it, but everyone who has the bonus reward. So it's not, oh hey, you buy it, oh hey, now everyone jump in to get this reward. It's like, no, you got to buy it too now.
That'd be cool.
Hey Brian, question for you real quick.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to unlock the hunts, but I'm unsure where to kind of start.
So it starts in your grand company. So just be like, go to your, like, it starts as a part of your grand company, and once you unlock it, then it opens up elsewhere. Boom, Dungeon Master.
You just get an achievement.
No, I got the challenge like thing for extra experience. That's getting me close to 76, baby. Thank you, Chili.
You guys
On those
currently
days,
doing
forget to turn around for it.
what's it called? Roulettes you were saying?
Yeah, if anybody wants to join in, we got some more roulettes to run.
Which ones you got?
50, 60, 70. And then we'll probably go in to do a trial and a raid and an alliance.
You got room for a tank, Brian?
I'm running a tank right now, so the only thing I don't have room for is a tank. However, when we go to the trial, then yes.
Okay.
I can jump into the trial next, and then we could go to alliance. But with alliance, it's still one tank. So we could technically go. Let me just do this. Let's do this. Let's have fun. Let's just because it's all about having fun. Let's go duty finder. Let's do a trial. Then we'll do a normal raid because those are both 2 tank content, and then you can decide if you want to switch it up for alliance and whatever, and then I'll
you
finish
could
out
always
with
do the
56.
suffering run.
Well, I do have a healer.
No.
Could do the suffer run.
No.
I'm just trying to get my
Maybe.
gun breaker up to you.
Maybe, but we gotta. There's like I don't know. Something will have to happen because that does not sound enjoyable to me.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna say recruit on password is 9999. Anybody wants to join us for a trial roulette? From there, we'll do normal raid, so we can kind of keep with the same kind of 8-man mindset, and then from there we're gonna do an alliance raid. So we'll have to switch up some tank perspective. Yeah, Chili need a healer. Need 2 healers, 3 DPS, and 1 tank. Chili's logging in. Password's 9999. We got Zane
Poetic?
Mo, baby.
That'd be my character.
Nice.
Hey, I'm sorry, I'm having a laugh. Someone asked in chat,
We got another
sorry,
tank.
what's the best way to grind poetic? Like,
Roulettes, baby.
Roulette.
Yeah.
roulette?
Literally
Really,
just go
doing
leveling.
roulette will give you about 1,000 poetics a day.
Mhm.
But that includes
I wish they would increase. I wish there was a way, not that they would increase the cap. I wish there was a quest. I wish there was something we could grind to increase that cap. And every time I talk about increasing the cap, people are like, no, it's like, no, like I would like it if all of a sudden I could sit here and just like increase it to 3,000 and then do something epic, increase it to 4,000. So that way all of it, like if I needed to, I could go buy a bunch of stuff all at once. But it would be big epic quests, like things that take, some time, things that take a grind. Like I don't want them just to change the game. I want them, have a way of earning, quality of life.
Something like how we get mentor rank. Just
Yeah.
have to do a few different achievements and do.
It could be achievement based. It could be me farming things, and so that every time I increase the cap, it's even more expensive. So it's literally like this endless sense. So let's say I could increase my cap by 100, and let's say it was just fate tomes. We'll just use that as an example to do that. So let's say it took 100 to increase by 100 the first time. The second time it would be 200. The third time it would be 300. Like it's going by 100 every time. But then the cost to do so keeps getting more and more and more expensive. And so then it's just like at some point you're like, okay, like that, I don't have it. Like, but it's like then you can still choose to grind it. And there's no theoretical cap. You could put it to 10,000 or 100,000 for your cap.
Yeah, I'll have to drop out for the raid one, unfortunately. I'm not really too worried about that, though, on my DPS since my character level is too low. But,
I think Metro there. Let me go look. 'Cause I
We got
haven't looked.
6.
I
2
need
more.
but yeah, well, actually, I take that back. Like, what I need to do is, I've been lazy. I at a bare minimum need to open up
Mm-hmm.
the first Alexander, but I hope that would be enough because that would be the level 60 content.
Do you have
We need 16 more fates, and then I'll be
Omega?
done with Omega.
unlocked? And are you level 70?
Omega's level 70, so
Yeah, but
It
are
looks
you
like
level
another
70?
healer, I think.
So
and maybe another DPS.
yeah, I have all of Omega log, but that's not the issue. Like, for my current character, I'm leveling up is only in the 60s, and I don't have any of Alexander unlocked.
Yeah, you'll need to get 2 Alexanders unlocked.
That was my other thing. I didn't know if I would be forced to get 2 or if
yeah,
only
you'll need
one
to get
counted.
2 tiers of Alexander, which you can literally kill Alexander in like a minute.
Yeah.
Alexander 1 literally takes about a minute, if that.
Oh, I know they're not hard. It's
Okay,
just
good.
I'd been lazy to do it. Hey, do you need me to switch back now?
You can. We have 2 more slots, so I don't know if anybody's going to jump in and fulfill it, but we'll give everybody another minute, and then we'll go into it.
Okay.
Just trying to find this. There we go.
So, have
Pixie
you guys
treasure.
seen this Fate where you're basically fighting like 500,000 of those goblins?
Yes, I love, and they're all like talking to you. Your glamour sucks.
I kind of hope they get some more lines as the expansion goes on. They just keep adding a few more insults, like every
Like
major
they're basically
pet.
just like the trolls
Yeah.
of Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
It's like
actually,
you
our
can get
Discord is
some
open right
version
now.
of them.
We're on Aether Data Center, and you can just search Brin, B-R-I-N, if you want to do a player search, and then you'll.
Oh no, I'm dying. Heal, 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 heal.
Dead.
No, I saved it.
Indeed.
Yeah, we're on Aether.
The best data center.
Of course.
Ouch, bot dog. You got.
From our,
I'm
we got
gonna
a
be
run
nice.
1.0.
I'm
or
gonna be nice. I'm
love
not
my
gonna
1.0
read on
brethren.
Crystal today.
Love my 1.0 family. It's like, sound off.
Let me just turn around and look at my 1.0 collection edition that I never got to play, sitting on the PC at the time, and I didn't think it would bother.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's a really pretty box though,
It is.
and it rather disappointing how much the collection edition got nerfed as from announcement to release. It's supposed to be an art book, then they give you that journal with like 10 pages of art in the
Oh,
back.
man.
It's a nice journal, don't mind you, but
Yeah, 14, man. I tell you.
Is
What
it
a.
okay if I go back to my samurai for a minute or two?
It's whatever you need.
Okay.
I'll do
I'll
a ready check. We'll give everybody another minute
Okay.
to get connected.
Killed all the.
Because I'm just also just running out, trying to clear the zone for all its quests. I have that goal, just to get it.
Yeah, that's my next goal once my trusts are leveled.
yeah, I keep getting too much XP, so I'm actually slowing myself down leveling things, so I'll have stuff to level for certain reasons.
Okay,
Dude, I haven't
wait,
seen Rested
wait,
Experience in 2 weeks.
I'm pretty good on that. I've had mandatory overtime all month pretty much, so took that Friday through
I ran
Wednesday.
out of Rested Experience 2 weeks ago.
I mean, I kept it because I had 55-hour work week, so I could basically play
Mhm.
Monday
I
and
would tap.
Tuesday. So I had Wednesday through Saturday. I was like, yeah, I can't play. I have 9 hours at home to sleep, eat, shower, and whatnot.
I took yesterday off from playing. I was so tired, and
You got to listen to your body.
even though I was like, I need to level.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
I
was
keep
like
thinking
last
about
night. I was like, you know what? I just really just want to play some Destiny. I just want to go and do that. And that's what we'll be doing here in a little bit as well, once we get all of our stuff knocked out.
Oh
from
god, I
Valkyries.
just realized things are gonna
I
be
am
dying very
reading this.
fast, Brian.
I
We
regret
have-
my decision.
Hello. Hello.
Hey,
Hey,
Chili! What's up, dude?
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much, man. And Rindy has followed over on Twitch. Thank you for the follow, Rindy.
Hey Brian,
Yes, sir.
things are gonna die very fast. We have 3 red mages.
I love it. I love it. We just need one more. If anybody wants to come, we're just looking for a healer. No worries if you don't want to come as a healer. I will do a ready check as soon as I turn in these green quest check marks. Which I'm
Also,
headed.
thank you, Twitter, for
Don't
making me a
even
white
talk
mage.
to me about second character bot.
White mage is good, dude.
I put a poll on Twitter. Should I go scholar or white mage? Because I was buying a boost.
Yeah.
White mage.
White mage won.
Well,
White
good
mage.
deal. Smart.
Yeah. I've already got a
Yeah.
scholar to 80 on ultras anyway, so.
Scholar.
Second character or second, or second like a new class, like a
Yeah,
alt.
second character or second job.
Yeah, because there's
by the
like
way.
there's
Yeah.
there's some differences there.
Yeah. I
Oh,
have.
you want to talk about alternate characters now?
Hey Brian, are you streaming on Twitch right now?
I'm on YouTube right now.
YouTube.
Oh, you're
Richie,
on YouTube.
What do they want me to do?
I'm an Astro main, and even I say, unless you are really hardcore into loving Astro, I would not jump it.
There we go.
They kinda got
It is.
the stick.
It's completely changed.
It's not that great right now. It needs a lot of
No.
love.
It's not. It's of the 3 healers, and this is part of the whole community of healers, Astro is in the worst spot.
Hey, Brian.
And
Yes.
Scholar is not that much further behind or ahead of him.
Scholar's fine.
Scholar needs
it's fine.
just a light adjustment. Like,
Yeah.
it's so close.
Honestly,
It
figure
is
out what
so
to do with the
close.
remaining Aether Flow without having to just blow random heals for nothing, and Scholar will probably lose all its legitimate complaints.
That somebody said this, and I love this because we were having that after my Scholar video, and it was that because I was like, hey, it'd be so cool if because we lost Shadow Flare, that'd be cool because I like the AOE, the heal that they've added to Sacred Soil. That's awesome. However, whoa, Leland, holy smokes, man!
Happy birthday! Dinner's on me.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, dude.
Aw.
I will. Yeah, we will go, and I'm going out to dinner tonight, actually, with my family. So I will. That should buy me a couple whiskeys. Thank you, sir.
Hey,
But
whiskey's on me.
Astro is
Thank you.
like they said though, Astro's in a very bad spot.
I think Astro needs the most work, but I don't see
Yeah,
that work
Astro-
happening until like 5-1. But they will get some adjustments. Now, potency maybe potency will come in, and that kind of balances Astro. But Scholar, I would either say Shadow Flare, Energy Drain, but if nothing else, Aether Flow outside of combat. If nothing else, if they make
that'd be so good.
if they make not a single change, but they just make that one, I would be perfectly fine. I would be fine with how it works. But
It's really annoying not being able to pop Excog until after he attacks the enemy.
right, because also like in a dungeon pool, it's like I see a Scholar, I need to hit something, wait like a couple of seconds so he can Aether Flow before we do the bigger pool, as opposed to just go. Now with any other healer, it's just go because I don't have to sit here and wait for that.
Oh, we're full, Brian.
Yeah, no, we just filled up. So I'm gonna turn in these greens and then we'll queue. Thanks, and added. Let's see here.
Also, another reason why I didn't pick Astro is because, actually, just because I want to see how our Astro heals the raid on Tuesday, because we have one.
Tuesday's gonna be real telling. That's where it's gonna be real telling, because we should also see some potency adjustments, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And then after
So Astro healing, dependent on your stars still though. So
Yeah.
if you're not paying attention to your stars.
I just gotta get Gold Wrinkle, one more fate, then I'll be able to get my writing map.
I'm still people, doing like healing and, bringing in an Astro over Scholar, trying to get, the extra DPS buffs, and at least for the people that, know their class well, they seem to be doing fine. Granted, yeah, they certainly need work, but it's not like they're sworn off in raid groups.
Oh yeah, they're not the worst. That's hell. As I said, we're still running Astro in our raid group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get that damage up utility card.
Yeah.
So I think essentially like one of the things, because we did our tier list based purely off of how everybody's DPSing, but I think on the next one I'm gonna do, because the first one I did based off of like how they play and like so no, it's that you can't win them all. But I'm thinking about doing like a line, and I would love y'all's thoughts on this, like a line in the center, right? So we would have kind of almost rating them on 2 categories. Like here's the raw numbers, like here's what they're putting out, and then on the right hand side, here's their utility and how and what they bring to the group.
I feel like that's the best way.
Do you think that?
Yeah.
Because I was like, because essentially, because it's right. Because like, well, Chili and I were talking on Twitter, and I was like, how do you rate utility other than feelings and good time hugs? It's like, okay, like I like res mages until we have the fight on lockdown and no one's dying, and then like no,
it's Samurai can be still really good, but unless the Samurai is perfect at the fight and he doesn't die once, if he dies once or twice, that's gonna just make him less useful.
Oh yeah, death is the
Just like
ultimate.
Blackmage.
Death is the ultimate DPS loss. It is like like let's.
Well, if the monk, dragoon, or ninja dies once,
Thanks, Super Mario.
It's still a loss, but at least they've thrown up something to bring up everyone else's during that period.
Because that's what we were talking about, like why like before like EX fights, like let's run.
Oh God, I'm talking endgame stuff. I feel dirty.
Run Stone Sky Sea to help set your mind right, and then from a percentage base, like if you're like, oh, I didn't get it all the way down, but you're at like 1%, that just means the party as a whole needs to make sure we make up for that difference.
How can I heal this fight?
Oh no!
We queued for this.
Oh yes.
As a full party, correct?
Yeah, this is what it set us
Is
into.
anybody under level 60? Why
what,
did we get this fight?
No,
I'm probably gonna get a new bonus.
maybe. Lally ho!
Like
I
last
bought a
time I did
skip
leveling
potion on
up,
this
you got
the
so
character's,
tough and normal.
Yeah,
but
you
then
probably
also
will get it.
73.
I'm gonna answer like someone. Okay, Tim. Actually, no. What it is so Mr. Happy put out a really good video, and I would recommend looking it up. But basically, every week you get
There's a cutscene going
4
on.
fights for
Yeah.
normal
Mhm.
and 4 fights for Savage, starting
Yeah.
Tuesday. So you can get one piece of one token from normal, and then you can
Yeah.
also go and get a token from.
No, you get a piece
well,
of gear.
You get a piece of
You
gear.
get a
and
gear
you
from
get a
Savage.
foot from
Yeah.
Savage.
Yeah.
Every week. Now,
Yeah.
if loot drops for your job, especially if you're a DPS, you get primary.
Yeah.
Like if you get like 2 pieces of loot, like say in Savage, you get into a party, you get a clear. No one in the party for that week has cleared this fight.
Yeah.
You will get 2 pieces of loot.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Camp Spaceship.
And if, let's say both pieces of loot, let's say you're playing on Black Mage and both pieces are caster gear, there's no other casters. You'll get both of those pieces of gear.
Yeah.
Because you're the DPS. It's just like any DPS. Like,
I got a card.
Got a card? Nice. You got 2 million experience.
The only thing I dislike about Savage still, even though I guess it's to help stop people from farming too much, is the fact that once you've beaten the fight, even if you don't get loot, you are locked out for the week.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, it's not that you're locked out. It's that you'll
No, you can't get loot that week again.
Yeah. But it also if you you can still run it, but the main problem is that if you run it with another group, and you'll see groups like this every week, especially on Sunday into Monday. It's called tome drop, tome runs. Basically, it is better to run Savage and run with a party that's literally 7 guys. You're the one guy that needs to clear for the week, and the other 7 have already cleared. All you're gonna get is a page.
Here, I'll join back once you're done with the
normal raid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's better. Because after 6 weeks of doing those, you will get a piece of loot.
Yeah. Well, if you're not a DPS, that is, because if you're a DPS, then it's better to just run with a group because there's especially with the fact that they're changing the items in Savage to coffers.
Yeah. I would recommend, regardless of even Savage or whatever, is that if you can get in with and form whether it's a 4-man static, an 8-man static for your content, like especially as a DPS, make friends with a tank, make friends with a healer, just make friends, and you'll end up, I think, having a better experience.
Just make friends. There's no I like you because you're my tank.
Because you're my pocket healer.
You saved me.
Well, it's like matchmaking's great. The hope of it is that people get match made, and then they find people they like to play with, and so then they play with them because, I think matchmaking it can be a source of a lot of the drama that we end up seeing in the game.
But it can also be a source of fun because
it can be.
Our healer and Red Mage in my static are just people that we were hugging with, and then they just enjoyed our Discord chat.
Yeah.
And now they've joined our static as part of our group.
That's awesome. See, that's the hope. That's the hope. I think for some reason, it's just a lot of people they come into the content with the kind of mindset that you have misaligned expectations, and I've run into this in I run into this a lot with Palace of the Dead, where essentially I was like, if I'm not willing to make a pre-made, I need to not be upset if somebody wants to explore and get every chest.
Before we get too far, remember that we need to stay away from the people during the second part of this.
You say remember, and I'm like, I don't remember even running this.
The healers get Nissy, so they can't be near people, otherwise it starts spreading.
Gotcha.
Can't enter for
Nervous about finding Savage groups? I would say just try to if you're on our data center, like my goal is for Tuesday nights to be about like going to raid. But Chris, who's my reality, he's got a link and some stuff with the bot for us to kind of do an announcement of trying to just trying to for people to kind of pregame it, get on the same page.
Des, I know how you feel about that. I have already decided to not raid again this expansion because some personal stuff and some other issues.
That's always a bummer.
Yeah, I'm not.
But it's okay. Like as long as you're having fun with the content that's there, rather than sitting here feeling like, and people will try to do you even raid? It's like, yeah, is it a priority? Like I also enjoy leveling and doing other things in the game.
And that's what I told my friend.
The 100%. When you say the 100% of the game is focused on the Savage rating, it's great. It's great content, but don't let anybody diminish your 14 experience if you decide not to participate in it.
Well,
I raid, but I will tell you now that
dominating raider.
I wish. I raid, but I want to tell you now there is also the downside of raiding.
Yep.
And that downside is it makes the future, at least the 0.2 patches, a little less exciting, because the whole point of raiding is you get the max level gear from it, and which means that once the 24-man raid stuff comes out, you're over geared, and you've got less reason to want to run it because you've got your upgrades, you've got your gear already.
It's always kind of weird how that kind of ended up balancing out because the original got delayed because the Crystal Tower was supposed to come in 2.0 and it was delayed, and so they've kind of kept with that kind of cadence.
Yeah.
Well, my main issue was I was going to raid with my friends, but then it's like, oh yeah, we want melee, so I start leveling a melee, and oh yeah,
I like the normal raids.
We're doing these days, and guess what? I can't do those days.
All right, can we? I need Ayland, if you wouldn't mind switching off of tank. I'm gonna do a recruit on.
Yep, that's all I'm gonna do. Is normal raid. I'm not gonna do Savage.
I got a recruit open for Alliance for the password is 9999. Oh, good lord.
Because normal raid.
And if the Alliance raid is long, because I tried to do an Alliance queue and it was long, and then we might do a main scenario. I don't know.
You might as well think of all the XPs.
Oh god.
Well, you gotta remember the roulettes are about. Oh no, they've already.
I would need somebody to bring me a drink.
It's
like I would need to start drinking now.
Yeah, but think about the 10+ million XP you're gonna get.
Oh god, yeah. Just think about that 10 million experience.
I don't know.
Dude, all I have is a healer or tank, so
you're good.
I wish it gave 10 million at my level. 10 million would level me plus. I only need.
There it goes.
Okay, time to find that really long discussion video about some recent feature or speculation on
Maybe you could go check Work to Games YouTube channel.
Well, are we talking about for the Happies video that Sparta was talking about?
That's an option.
That should
if it lasts at least an hour, that should get you through the cutscenes.
Oh, that's true. I haven't thought about that. The problem is that I could watch. Well, I could do that, but I'm saying I'm live. It's kind of like somebody who would come into the stream and be like, "Hey guys, I'm live. Come watch me." It's like, come watch you spam other people's live streams to tell them that you're live.
Yeah. Just put your phone there. You guys can discuss it. Well, everyone independently watches it. No one's seeing it.
That's fun. That's actually kind of fun. All right, toss up a work to game video.
Okay, so during the cutscene, just
Chris posted a guide. Chris posted a guide that I could just that's actually not a bad idea. Okay, cutscene. Chris guide.
Cutscene. What's a game?
What's our latest video?
I'm gonna ask this. What's the repair cost? I haven't had repair costs.
Self-repair, buddy.
ARR.
Self-repair.
And Brian, you don't get repair costs anymore.
I finally went and bought the Dark Matter. I was out, and so I was kind of.
You don't have a repair cost anymore.
I mean, you do.
Hey, I do. It's about I go to the vendor,
but it's also you over repair, so it's just even cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I wanted to like this, I'm just boom. Now all of that's over 100%.
You know what? You know how I get my Dark Matter?
You farm it.
Grand Company seals.
Yeah, like so it costs you nothing. The man's
I
a
remember
genius.
when repairing. I remember when repairing was expensive though, especially in
I'm-
2.0.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah, remember when the dungeons didn't give gil?
I remember.
I remember.
And then I looked at my Gil, and the last time I looked it up.
Yeah, they
I'm
did.
not
Like
really
Gil was
gonna
like people were hurting. Honestly, I really didn't.
I
really
couldn't
kind of
afford to do
appreciate.
dungeons.
Right, but it's like there was a part where like that kind of incentivized more of the economy, and you know, it's always a balance. Like, there's a part of me that I wish that crafted gear had a bigger role. Like it doesn't have to be current, right? So like I would say, like if you're asking me, like if I was playing junior game developer, what change I would make is that now that we're in 5.0, I would say everything that's in the previous expansions that doesn't, that's not current content, like I would say all that dungeon gear should be tradable and sellable on the markets. So if people wanted it for glamour, they could. And then all the crafters could enhance all that dungeon gear to a high quality version if they want it. And only they could actually make the versions high quality. So it's like it would be like
In
this.
some ways, that would be a way to make it so that you can, even if they don't give the high quality stats, you could say that the high quality version allows them to dye the gear.
Allows it to die, something. But it's that literally like where, as a player, like if I wanted to go get a dungeon set for glamour, I'd have to go play it. That's great. Or it would be also great if that gear was tradable on the markets, because, and again, I would say keep it at everything that's not the current expansion, so that would encourage the current expansion content play. But then also previous expansions, it encourages this kind of sub-market as you kind of level. You're like, oh, I can afford this. I'm just going to go with it.
But another reason to
What's up?
For people jumping to roulettes, they'd go back, they'd get this gear.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I can sell these off now.
Right, and you can sell them technically to your free company, so there is a conversion process for it. But I think I just think it'd be kind of neat to see if it was like actually sellable on the markets themselves, thus allowing, But then you would I would say also bring in crafters to to make it dyeable, to do whatever with it, so that it's like that. There's not a crafters won't have the ability to sell gear in that level range. Like no, they can. They can take that gear and sell it.
I know there's something about, flooding the market with those type of things that people might worry about.
Mm-hmm.
But to add on to that, I think what would be even cooler is keep going with your crafter method. But if you get a piece of gear and you're a high enough level in that crafter, you can reverse engineer it, craft it, and then sell it.
Yeah.
Well, you got that
Or you
decent
could desynth it. Like that's the other thing. Like if you had if you basically the gear gave you 3 options that you could do, because right now you could desynth it and you can turn it in, for seals and then and sell, etc. So
you can also lower the quality of the item.
Yeah.
Which I still don't know
And
why
there's
that exists.
Materia, which also no one does, and half the gear you use can't do.
Yeah, that was one thing when I saw that I was like, okay, why?
You can now lower the high quality of your items.
Well, in some cases, when crafting, what found out was there were instances where they crafted a high quality, they needed a normal quality.
Yeah.
Also,
man.
if you're
People are getting
spamming
wrecked.
and trying not to use inventory
Yeah,
space,
our healers are
high
dead.
quality
I do
mats.
not have res at this level.
I still poof all my really old high quality mats because it's just a waste of inventory space.
It's because nobody's doing the mechanics, and that's.
Oh yeah.
You need to do some of the
not.
mechanics.
Well, I mean, I ran this
No.
with no no
You
mechanics.
don't need mechanics for this fight, but it's like you got to dodge these AoEs.
You do have to dodge
Can't just
AoEs.
stand
No, I
there.
meant that people aren't running the purple orbs. I just saw people stood there.
Just taking the hits.
Yeah.
Good circus, what do you expect? You can do it in like 13 minutes now with the bad group.
Ew, 13.
Yeah, seriously.
I've heard that that
I've
they've
heard
done
9,
it. They've done
Yeah,
the
I said
first
13
one
with the bad
with only one
You had a good
flare.
group.
With only one flare.
Yeah. Hell, I
Look at
saw
it.
what you call it. I saw someone do
Hey,
the
Jesus.
new. Are you guys talking about Eden yet? By the way. I can't remember.
we were talking about eating. I like eating. I like everything they've kind of.
I
It has me
saw,
so excited for the next tier.
Did you hear about the red mage and white mage that beat Titan?
Solo? I mean, like with the duo?
Yeah, with duo.
I have, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's impressive.
Took 48 minutes, I think, but I did it.
Hey, being able to solo new 80 content
Duo.
and raid content
Duo.
at that is impressive.
Yeah.
White mages are broken.
Yeah.
We all have agreed to that one. White mages are
I think
broken.
white mages are perfection. I think that's.
I don't know what I was about to say. I don't know what the hell you're
talking
talking
about.
about.
I'm playing with 2 white mages right now. They're
White mages are exactly where they need to be.
everybody else
broken.
just needs to.
Exactly.
Everybody else
They
just
are
needs to be
exactly
raised
where
up.
They need to be. They need to be broken.
Everything else
Dude.
just needs to be better.
Black mage,
So,
white mage,
Jesus, the
all
BFA
that.
refugee. How far are you in 14, man? Let me know if there's anything we can do to help you out and make your experience better.
But yeah, no, when Brian was saying about the raid group thing, yeah, I'm the one that was, putting that together. But yeah, as far as like dates and times went, I was trying to keep it on the CST time.
CST, baby.
So yeah, it was gonna be on Tuesdays from the 8:30 to 10:30 CST, then on Sundays from 7 to 9. And that was for 2 purposes. One, if Brian and Chris want to pop in for that, then we'd have that too.
Yeah, Tuesdays is the night that I've blocked. So as for being a YouTube gamer, like I wish I could play more games, because it's like literally I play games on Monday night and I play games on Tuesday night. That's what I've got blocked. That's what, like, for my work schedule, for my family schedule. That's what I have. And then sometimes it's like during the week, like, okay, if I can play more, like I will. But it's like that's all. Like, I don't know if I get to play or not this week. So this week was really busy, and so like last night I was like, Julie's like, you look tired. I was like, I'm tired, but I really just want to go play some video games with my friends. Just like, so I was able to do that a little bit last night. And then I was like, okay. She's like, what do you want for your birthday? I was like, I want to play video games when I'm not tired. Like, I really
they said they're looking for a WoW FC and Siren.
Let me lock the door and turn on the computer.
Well, it's not lock the door. Like, my kids, like, I love like getting to hang out with them, but it's like typically like I don't need to worry about doing other things. Like, I can just play and have fun and not like feel like, oh, I'm being neglectful. That's actually like a thing. Like, I had a friend and he was telling me like, yeah, his dad kind of just would always play games and you didn't really know him that well. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want that. Like, I like video games, but I don't want my kids to be like, I don't know who my dad is. He's some guy who just plays video games. Like, oh, no. So I was playing soccer with Mikey yesterday.
Because trust me, the 2 new extremes are pretty easy.
So looking for a WoW FC and Siren server. I don't know about that, but what I would recommend, Jesus, is Jesus. Jesus. If you would go and make sure you hit up our Discord, because Chris is a WoW player. And he has got, so if, like, I'm assuming you've seen Chris on the channel. Sometimes it's always how people discover us. They might think there's only one of us. And sometimes a lot of people think we're in a relationship, which is always fun. Like,
I read that in the comment where someone said, "Are you married? Wait, you've got a wife?
You got a wife?" Well, somebody's like, it's like, oh, I don't know. It's just like, we're not, like, but I'm like, I've got no issue with it. I don't know how like, I don't want to spend a lot of energy like trying to convince people that we're not. I'm like, we're not, but it's just like, I'm not gonna say, like, the internet will believe what it believes, and I'm just sitting there like,
What about ship anyone that's on the video together?
Oh yeah.
I'm also an ex WoW player. Jesus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, as you said, it's a bromance.
Bromance.
Yeah.
Let's be fair.
That's
How many people play
LKP.
haven't touched WoW at some point?
Like, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call myself a WoW player though, because I played it. Like, I tried it, I got my wizard to level 40. That's about it, and then I haven't touched it since. That was after like a bunch of like trying it and then whatever. So it was like it was not efficient. Now, if you guys do use the command Discord, the server should give a link if it hasn't already, or you can. Maybe this is it. Maybe I have a command for it.
I got it.
By the way, Lady Wild plays.
I quit playing in 8.1, so.
Okay.
I stopped a little after Old War.
Lady
Fresh
Wordplay
from
asked if
Old
it's your
War. I don't
birthday.
do hardcore
It is.
anymore.
It is my birthday,
Yay.
lady, and thank you so much for supporting the channel. I think I butchered your name in our shout out thank yous.
But the last little bit of my announcement thing, I don't
Yeah.
know
Yeah,
if
it's part of the
other
Sorry.
people were watching on the YouTube, but yeah, pretty much if you see those times or the messages in Discord, you can just hit me up under my reality name and we
My
can talk more in DMs. We already got 4 people so far, so we're looking for like a tank and 3 more
Yeah,
DPS.
what I love, and I can tank or whatever because it's like I have my paladin. But what I love about it, because I was talking to like somebody, because they were like, "Oh, are you gonna do like Savage and all this stuff?" It's like I want to, but it's really difficult from a channel perspective to lead it then, because essentially one of the things that like I think we really try to focus on the channel is getting people into the game, helping them learn. We feel like there's plenty of people who cover like the stream and the Savage content real well, and it's like, like okay, so it's like where do we kind of fit? And it's like I'm absolutely fine with like running the content, but from a like, should I end up being in charge and all of a sudden I'm like, you're not making DPS numbers, you're like we're missing mechanics, like raiding, and especially at that high level has such a huge thing. Lady with the $5 super chat. Thank you, lady. That is so generous. Can we get some hearts and hypes in chat for lady?
What do I do?
Okay, run it into an enemy. That's going to shrink.
It hit me.
It'll shrink you then. But if you can, like, you see any kind of ads like on the field, like you can end up shrinking them. Chili dropping some hearts. Any emotes you guys have? I think I have some new emotes. If you guys haven't, if I didn't say it earlier, I just want to let you know, guys. Like, I am not playing 14 on any local PC. In fact, it is being completely played in the cloud. So, if you guys want to have a conversation about essentially like when I'm a believer in cloud gaming as the internet gets better. Obviously, it's not going to be ready for everybody, and but yeah, right now this is running on another PC, not here at my house. This is so cool.
So I could only rescue one person back here.
You can only rescue one. Oompa Loompa.
Survival of the fit.
Yes.
Survival is the easiest to collect.
By the way,
Survival of the
Taunton, there is no comp system in Pharmacy 14 except for typing or the auto translate.
Yeah, and so we
if
use
you want
Discord.
anything else, you're gonna have to use Discord.
Or like somebody.
For...
It's always interesting to see if somebody's like, "Oh, we're on," like TeamSpeak and whatever. It's like, really?
I only chat on Ventrilo.
Yeah,
I only chat on Ventrilo. I remember having that server. I remember doing all that.
So do I. I remember when they were new.
And Deaf Monkey, for me, I feel like a well refugee is someone that's mainly plays well, but they probably do play other MMOs. It's just that's their main focus.
It depends on who, like how you want to self-identify in that case, right?
Well,
yeah,
I
feel
type
like
frag. Oh my gosh,
term...
I forgot about type frag.
Yeah, that one did very well for very long.
I think the term became like synonymous.
It became with essentially with BFA.
Yeah, BFA and all that.
The mass exodus.
We had that mass exodus BFA, and everyone was trying 14. It was like, man, this game is actually good.
For me, it's someone that mostly played well, but they might have played other MMOs like they might have put 10 hours into WoW that week and like 15 minutes, an hour into the other MMOs. And then they leave WoW, and that's my opinion.
So, what did you guys think of that DDS attack?
Oh man, people! I don't know why people are against fun.
Tired conversation.
I don't know why people are so against fun.
It happens.
It happens. It's gotten much better with the server restructure, and like we saw, like Shadowbringers being such a smooth launch.
There's nothing you can. There's nothing you can do to stop a DDoS attack other than make more servers, and if you make more servers, it just adds to costs.
Well,
and then it'll just be more. Then people just do it more.
People don't know this, but a DDoS attack, people actually don't know this. That is a stack marker.
Yeah.
It's a what?
That's a stack marker.
The purple thing.
Yeah. What?
So that that purple AOE is a stack marker, and then it's a float.
Yeah.
Yep. You're supposed to stack with people, not let the people go solo. But no,
Yeah, I heard a lot of people love Wrath.
There are two issues with there are three main ways that a DDoS attack can happen. The first one, Square Enix, just add more servers and it'll, solve the problem.
Well, there's no way to solve it. There's just
the other
lower the
one
damage.
one of the other ones though is literally where it's not the servers being attacked, it's the server infrastructure.
Yeah.
Where the internet is being attacked. You can't fix those.
No.
And that's primarily what's probably happening is the servers are being.
And even if they were attacking Square Enix servers, there's a limit on how much they can do to that anyway, because you can't keep buying more servers because that just adds cost.
Yeah. We can still hear you, Brian.
But yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
you're not muted on though. Yeah, still hear you.
You can still hear you.
Let me get him. I'll get him.
I am sorry.
I'll grab the other one.
I had helped Red, but I don't
That
have it.
berry's muted.
Yeah, I just muted him.
I tried EverQuest before Fantasy XI, but I didn't play it for much. Yeah, I got some crack clusters.
When that came
got
out, I
death,
was in
death, and
WoW
more
and
death.
EverQuest
No, I knew
2
you
at the
guys could
time.
hear
I was
I
a
knew you
child
guys
though,
could hear
so
me,
the
but
day I
I
left
muted it
EverQuest, I got myself
from
banned.
I muted it from the stream. I knew you guys could hear me just fine.
I
was
played
just
EverQuest.
my mom called and wished me
I
happy
started
birthday.
in Planes of Power.
In
So-
EverQuest? I
I
never played
played
EverQuest. Never
I think
played
I played
EverQuest.
for
Final
3 or
Fantasy
4
XI was my first
expansions,
one.
and then WoW came out.
There you go, Brian.
WoW
Unmuted
came
you.
out and
All right.
EverQuest 2 came out.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me
we
now?
can still hear you in Discord.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I know. I wasn't worried about that. She was asking if she was coming in live on the stream. I was like, no.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Let's see here. What do they need me to do here?
Congratulations on 76.
Thank you very
Brian.
much.
All
right.
He's
71.
muted on the stream.
Am I still
Brian.
muted on the stream? I'm not muted on the stream.
I'm 5 mil away from my next level.
All right. Who wants to do Okay, fine. Who wants to do a main scenario?
I think no, I don't think the
If I
sentence is
lose,
who
if I
wants-
lose all of y'all, F it. I'm not doing it. But it's like if we're gonna be.
Well, no.
I'm down. I'm down.
I'm doing it.
Down.
I mean, I think the sentence is
I'm down
who
to
wants to
suffer.
do an MSQ is who wants to do the XPs.
Who wants to get a lot of
Who wants the 10
XP?
million experience?
Who wants to get a lot of
Who wants to
experience?
get another
Just
level?
gotta
Nobody
do the
wants to do.
Praetorium.
Nobody wants to do MSQ, but
All right, I got a party recruiter in case another tank
EXP
wants to come
just too
along.
good.
Well,
I
Now
mean,
you tell
I'm
me
sure there
I'm
might be
working-
somewhere out in the world that wants to do an MSQ,
We're
but
recruiting. We got one spot for one tank, and then it's like that way. If they want, if they want to come for XP, and then maybe we'll toss up a movie or something that we can all enjoy.
yeah,
get the
movie
stream
time.
get the stream claimed.
Work to game videos.
There you go. It's like I can show you. I can show you guys videos that are coming. What's
Then
up?
you get claimed. Then you realize
I claim myself. No. Why did I do that to me?
You're not really a YouTuber unless you get
Since-
claimed by something.
Yeah, that's
Since
true.
we're a pre-made group ourselves, we could all, every time the cutscenes come up, just back out, come back in, and then just keep moving forward.
Yeah, we could just log out.
Okay, please come join us. You know, we'd love to have you back in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Do it. Come back.
I probably butchered.
So,
butchered the
Who
name, but
misses being able to skip those cutscenes?
It'd be nice if a pre-made could skip the cutscenes.
I
Yeah.
miss the cutscene. I miss being able to skip them, but at the same
I-
time, I love the experience.
Well, what I'm saying is you technically can. You just have to
Yeah, you
log
just gotta-
out, log
you gotta
back in, and it
disconnect and
skips the
log out.
cutscene.
Yeah, do that on PS4. Tell me how it works.
Just go to
Oh.
network settings.
Try it on PC, you get the 15-person queue.
Yeah. Like I say,
Maybe it
right now
cuts
there's no
It
reason
doesn't
to do
even
it.
matter.
because-
You wait 30
Oh, wow.
seconds in a queue or 5 minutes in a cutscene. Come
Well,
on.
no, it's just the log out and come back in time tacked onto that weight. You're pretty much not getting anything out of the cutscene.
Yeah.
What are
It's
you
very
talking
much-
about? Like I said, it takes like 30 seconds to get back in.
Well, you could end up thinking it with like if there's
Well, no, it also
if there
depends
is
on if you
a
have the
queue
issue
on
with.
the-
spending.
Well, no, that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Like the queue is always like 50 people or less. It takes
Yeah, the queue's short.
30
have-
seconds.
Once
That's
What
cutscenes
server
start,
are you
it's
on?
always
Because I've
fucking
literally had 300-person queues.
I've heard of people having 1,000-person queues on
Yeah.
You have
it's-
seen 1,000.
Yeah, I've
Alkid
seen
P, what's your
screenshots of-
character on
guys are
Ultras?
being ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, 20 minutes ago I had an 18
The
queue,
highest
but I
I've
think the
had
biggest
was like
mid-card somewhere
30
spends like
something.
250 on opening day.
Oh, the last time they did a DDoS attack on the servers, I think I come in and I was like over 3,000 to get in.
Ouch.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
that-
right. Graham
About to
Ultras was
queue
at a.
is-
Heaven's Word Day.
Yeah.
I have to go to ZPS because I'm doing this for the XP.
Yeah, whatever you need XP on, that's really what's important.
Hello, all.
I really want,
Well, hello,
really
hello.
I really want to play Gunbreaker, but I don't feel like.
Button breaker, baby.
How are you, Brian?
Dude, I'm doing good. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
All right. Let's see here. Is it all I needed for him? Yeah, I got my 4 sacks of nuts.
By the way, for anyone that's on Ultras, my Ultras main is called Chili Senju.
Chili Senju.
What server are you on, Chili?
Ultras is my main, but I'm also on Gilgamesh right now.
Wait.
So
Oh, you're on
Isn't
Gilgamesh?
Ultras
Okay,
the
so
squid
that's cool.
guy?
yeah,
No, I play Ayland. Is my
nice.
character. I'm on
Isn't
Sergeant
Ultros
Thomas.
Squid
You want to
guy?
come, Aelin, as your tank for the
I'm
for the XPs?
already in the Praetorium.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll go and
Very
queue us
sold.
in because we've given everybody enough time.
Hold
to
up, hold
speak.
up, and a cutscene.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna take a minute to match with another tank. And I'm correct. Yay.
Ready.
I'm wondering if this is the last. Like,
I gotta sleep.
I wonder if these are the last requests in this zone. We'll find out.
I literally just started.
By
my
the
own
way,
XPs, Ryan.
I found out the way to get the giant beaver minion is if you do the beaver side quests in Ilmeg.
Okay.
You have the wings from Titania's Extreme. You can trade them in for the minion.
Nice.
Oh, it's gonna be
So-
a hot one today.
Hot day today.
So,
110.
do you
Ooh.
think the frog costume is worth
Oh.
the grind?
Yes.
I think so.
You have to do 60 fates.
Brian,
Yeah. What's up?
I'm sorry. I was on my samurai.
Okay, go ahead. You're fine.
I needed to change to red mage. That's why I was like, hold up, I'm in a cutscene.
Gotcha. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
I just skipped all the dialogue.
Bum 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 ba bum bum. Summoning stone.
Yeah.
I have this epic glamour for my samurai.
Here we go. Well, thanks. I'm hopefully not. I'm just gonna call you Slasher. God Junior. I was like, Gojer. I was like, oh, or God Junior? Can't tell. Thanks for watching our vids.
Yay.
Yeah.
The Praetorium. Is this the XP one?
45-minute one.
But this is the one that has the XP, right?
This has the
Mhm.
most XP.
Yeah, like, what level are you right now?
56? 76, sorry?
You're probably gonna get
76?
like. You're probably gonna get like 15 million XP.
Yeah, you're gonna get like 15 million. It's crazy. It's like half a level.
How much will I get? I'm at level 72.
You get it's what it is you
It's a
are
percentage.
it's a percentage,
Yeah.
and so usually you end up with like a little over half. I'd say about 6/10 of a level.
Yeah, it's crazy how much experience this gives.
It's not enough.
Now all they need to do is make these cutscenes skippable again.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well,
The
what they
problem
need to
is,
do is they need to
this'll
make
happen.
a Realm Reborn, a Realm Remade. They really need
Well, as
to.
I've said to someone else before, what they can easily probably do, if it's possible for them, is just trigger it so that if it when it senses at the start, if you got a new player bonus, it pops up saying new player bonus. So there's got to be a way that they know that there's green leaf in the party.
Okay, so the reason why we get so much experience
is because they help new players.
Because of the time.
Yeah.
So if they literally made it so that we could skip these cutscenes, or that the cutscenes were skippable, the EXP would drastically be reduced.
Drop.
Oh, no.
Right.
And no one would do it anymore.
What they need to do, what I'd love to see, is that allow XP to have value after level cap, so that no matter what, like you would all, because at some point when everybody's like, I've got all my stuff leveled, then it lowers the value of any of that, right? So as soon as you don't need that XP though, like this is completely irrelevant.
Slasher, were you a Galka monk on the Shora server? Because I'm sure I remember someone with that name, and I know you said you played on Ultros. Oh, Shora, sorry.
Oh my god. My friend just sent me a picture of the fall while they had their alliance raid. It's in like the full fake suit.
Oh yeah, do you remember
Chris has been doing the
Taru
big
named
suit.
Chili?
Do you remember a Taru named Chili?
Well, actually, it was quite
Are they
a sweet
frozen?
story recently, actually, about that.
What?
We cleared it in about half an hour.
I guess I should have activated the lift. Whoa, Geo with the $5 Euro super chat. Let's get some hype
Love
and hearts
the
in
channel
chat.
you got my into the game. Not
Yeah, that's
much,
me.
but my
It's
way
been a
of
while.
saying
How you
hi
been?
for your content.
Is that you? They just did the
Oh, he
$5?
said, "Oh my god, of course, Chili."
Okay, yeah.
that was me, Taru Monk.
Oh, I gotcha. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the
Sorry.
Geo Castle.
Can we clear
Thank
it
you,
in
Geo.
sorry.
half an hour?
Can we get some hearts and hype in chat for Geo for that $5 super chat? Thank you, Chili.
You know, Brian. You make jokes about button breaker, but
Button breaker.
I really am the button breaker.
Are you a ninja? Because ninja
No.
was the original button breaker.
I'm playing Gunblade, and I use a 10 key. I play the game doing 10 key.
Of course I do. I remember so many people from back then. Slasher, well, God Junior.
I've seen it up in about half an hour. So if you don't clear this, then you have to bail.
Assuming
yeah,
we're
this
running
is a
through.
45-minute dungeon.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we'll keep you. I remember before, when we could skip cutscenes, we just let the people watch the cutscene.
Yeah, you just let them watch and you would just beat the content.
Yeah, it was like, we did it with solo heals before.
But no, I actually had a really cute story recently. Talking to Slasher reminds it. Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Hume Red Mage main on 11. Nice, Donald. I love me refresh on those red mages. I was a white mage. I got to 77. I got to 77, and then I've gotten blue mage up to 75 now. So I've still been playing 11 every little bit, you know, kind of couple months out of the year. Oh God, I'm so sore. I was like, yeah, let me wake up on my birthday and be like sore as F. Me and my brother did leg day yesterday, and it's like good, like if you hear why I do the like BRB and the mute, because it's like I get out of the chair going, oh God.
It sounds like that sounds like what I sound like when I'm right after leg day or even chest day or something like that.
Yeah, it's been brutal today.
Yeah, I've literally 2 days after a chest day, I have like T-Rex syndrome.
T-Rex syndrome, baby.
But yeah, I had a really sweet story recently, actually, about a couple of weeks ago. Um, um, I was doing a random guild heist, and there was this after we'd beaten it, they came up to say, were you this? They said, oh, I used to know someone that name on Shura years ago, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was me. And they're like, oh my god, it's you. And realized it was the husband and wife, and their tank was their kid who's grown up now. Riker and Warren X that used to play on Ashura with me. Their kid is now grown up and was trying tank for the first time. It's like, oh my god, memories.
Memories.
I just started my MSQ, Brian.
Oh no. Wonder who will get out first. Depends on
Me.
which one you get.
I'm in the Praetorian, but I started first.
Let me know when this cutscene's done. I'm gonna pull up Chris's video because I haven't seen it yet. The Sims play with life. Is the cutscene over?
Braxton was
Yeah,
I'm gonna skip this. Like I can't process this. This commercial. It just hurts me.
What's
as
up
a
there,
parent.
Workforce? Chris here with Work to Game, and it is time for another.
All right, we'll come back. Oh no, they're still talking.
Yeah, guys just went down the elevator though.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll do the fight. I still wish we had 8-man dungeons.
Wait,
That'd be nice.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, these are 8-man dungeons.
Yeah.
But they don't like the. I think my worry was like, oh, people don't like the 8-man dungeons. It's like, no, people don't like 1,000 hours of cutscenes like sprinkled into the dungeon.
Yeah.
It's like, let's just do it as an 8-man. That sounds fun.
Yeah, maybe just try to keep them to a minimum.
Yeah, like with every patch we got, like, you know, like 1 4-man, 1 8-man. You know, you can do different things.
Well, even if they even if they do it like sprinkled between patches, like you get 2 normal dungeons on the main patch or whatever. But it's like those that ask for savage dungeons. I'm like, as much as I like the idea,
they translated our question into the idea of savage dungeons.
Yeah.
I don't want savage dungeons. I want end-game content that levels up with us, so that the more you beat it, the stronger it gets. So imagine if you're like the dungeon's level 80, then you beat it, now it's level 81, and then you beat it, now it's level 82, and it just keeps getting harder. And then they sprinkle in some heaven on high, you know. And it's like, but if they ever did that, it wouldn't be for all the old dungeons. It would have to be on content going forward. Because they haven't
as much as
designed the core
people
game that
ask
way.
for harder dungeons, I like the idea at first, but the idea of having to do those on a farm, I don't know.
Basically, that's what World of Warcraft.
How are we in a
did,
cut? And not how is
Yeah.
how is Chris in a cutscene and not us? Or that's
So-
not Chris.
Chili, that's what World of Warcraft has basically done, is put,
Yeah.
you know, Mythic and Mythic Plus into the game. And it has totally replaced a lot of raiding, because you can get the same kind of gear out of Mythic Dungeons as you can raiding.
Yeah.
And to me, that took away from the game itself.
Well, yeah, because you're gonna screw over the people that want to raid. Because what's the point in raiding when you can just do the dungeon?
Yeah, and especially
Right.
if it ends up being even
So-
slightly easier. I think it should be its own progression system. So it shouldn't be raid gear, and it shouldn't be. It should be stuff that just kind of as applied within the system itself. Just kind of like Heaven on High, but just basically using that and taking our existing dungeons and allowing you to keep just progressing and progressing and progressing, and then whatever the gear is, like you get that, so it's a part of that itself. Because you're right, like, you know, all of a sudden this is like, oh, this is a replacement for raiding.
Yeah.
Like, you know, why raid?
Hey, Brian.
Yo.
If you want, when you kill the mob, go back to the instead of, you know, going through the cutscenes and everything, there's a trick. Because you only really need like 2 DPS or two of them tanks. Don't worry about going up. Just
Hold the
go back
elevator,
to
please.
the wall, and then just watch your video.
Put my back to the wall.
Go back. No, you're already going up the line. Okay, so
Yeah,
when we
we're
get
good.
up to the top, go back down, and go back to where the where we're going in the next,
Mm-hmm.
and it will literally you will not watch the rest of the cutscene until.
Okay, I think I'll do the
past-
magic armor thing though, because that's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good point. So because y'all will come back and catch up to me.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, people found that out and were like, "Oh wait, let's just skip
Is
that
that a
cutscene."
glitch or
What's going on?
It's basically it's a glitch, but it's a glitch they can't fix because what it is when you go and you have to trigger this cutscene.
Yeah. One best in slot is kind of meh slasher.
You have to trigger this cutscene because you trigger it by talking to the Magitech. Well, if you don't trigger the cutscene, you don't watch any of these cutscenes.
Wait, what?
What time did you get up this morning, Brian?
I got up at 6. I was thinking of going for a run, and then like my legs are still jelly, so I was like, no. So then I did my roulettes this morning, and then played some Destiny, and then I was like, yeah. And then Julie made a family breakfast for my birthday, so we had she got me some cinnamon raisin toast, which is one of my favorite things in the world. And and then I had that, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go play some more games. So I'm gonna play, do this, finish this. I think after this thing though, I'll
I know.
I'm
I know it's
I'm
your birthday.
I'm gonna go in
but
and go ahead.
I know it's your birthday, but Cinnamon Toast Crunch isn't going to do you any good if you. I mean, leg day is not going to do you any good if you're
True.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
But it wasn't cinnamon toast crunch. It was just it's cinnamon raisin. So just
Cinnamon raisin bread.
yeah, cinnamon raisin bread toasted. It's like,
Is
but
it
yeah,
like Pepperidge Farm bread?
I don't know what version she bought, but it's good. Like I love cinnamon raisin.
So
toast.
why? That is the.
But yeah,
I
it's
have
not
to
gonna help me
really
on
not
leg
eat
day.
Any carbs?
Yeah, dude, I have to limit to myself to 40 grams a day. Like I can have 40 grams of carbs a day.
25 for me.
And I've been
But
sitting here going and saying like I've been letting myself have like potatoes because they're very filling, and they prevent me from going out to eat because it's like okay, like so I've been putting my 40 grams in the form of a potato, which has been really enjoyable because I love potatoes. I look Irish, and you might be like, "Oh, of course, Brian, you love potatoes." I'm really Italian. I really stand out at the Italian, family get-togethers.
My mother's my mother's maiden name was Defutus.
Nice. See, like my family reunion. It's like I hang out with the Montalbanos, Pucciarellis, the Massas. It's just we are very, very Italian.
Yeah, my mother actually came from New England, and my
Nice.
grandmother came from Vicenza, Italy.
Technically, we're more Sicilian, but yeah. But I know it's
No,
all
northern Italy for me.
Northern Italy. That's why I was like, I like to go see the Vatican. I like to go to Australia. I like to go to Japan, and I like to go to Ireland.
Yeah, I need to visit Ireland one day. It's so close.
My mom's from London, so it's like at some point, like, I think that'd be kind of cool to go to. But I don't know. Like, I've just never been like, I need to get there.
Trust me, it's not that good.
Like, I just like it sounds like a city. Like,
I mean, yeah, you go to London, bring commerce. Please don't.
I love the Shadowbringer commercial. You're from the west part of London.
Yeah.
That's a really nice part of London.
yeah, that's the nice part of London.
It is.
There is nice parts.
I hope that there's more. They film more commercials.
There is some really bad places in London, like where I lived as a kid.
Yeah.
Sometimes to get into hospital, you'd actually need police just to get in.
Well, there's bad places in every city. I think you got good and bad elements. No matter where you live, you're gonna have that.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's really anything you can do about it.
Other like,
I don't know. Hannibal Buress was pretty good in that commercial.
It's funny because I forgot that he was actually in Spider-Man 1, and I was sad that he wasn't in the sequel.
Who?
Hannibal Buress. He was the gym teacher.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That dude, he's hilarious. The first time I've seen him,
I don't know.
the first time I've seen him was on the Eric Andre show.
I think it was kind of funny how they actually made like a life-size prop sword.
Yeah.
New Dark Knight weapon.
Yes, I am. Look at my sword.
The Warrior of Darkness.
Hey,
Fun
they
fact.
spent money. I mean, Square Enix spent some money.
Yeah.
On.
That's why I hope that they filmed a couple of them, right? That it's like this whole like we're okay now. It's that.
Well, fun fact. Supposedly, he was walking around
Lord Pancake, happy birthday.
EU Fan Fest.
I
He
remember
was?
getting Heavy Rain.
Yeah,
Is he an actual player?
yeah. Supposedly, he was at EU Fan Fest. So
Wow.
Oh,
Who?
Tom Holland
But
or
Tom
Hannibal?
Holland. Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt a lot of freaking. I mean, this is literally the most popular. I wouldn't go as far as game.
Well, here's the thing, like about like popularity, right? Like, it's crushing it this year, but it's beating out a lot of single player games, and I think multiplayer. Like,
Well,
that's, all right, like from a multiplayer perspective, and then so what? Then you have another option, a free to play option, Fortnite, which is I think is a good idea in its own right, and then you have Apex. So it's like from a volume perspective, like it's for a game that costs money to buy. Costs money to keep playing, as highly ranked as it is on Steam and other platforms. That's, I think, incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, for an MMO.
Hey Brian, there's Lord Pancake says it's his birthday as well today.
Happy
And
birthday,
he's 35
Lord!
He's
He's
35.
35.
So I have no problem revealing my age, but because I reveal my birthday, I don't talk about my
21.
age. Yeah, I'm not 21. I'm in my 30s. That's what I'll leave it at. The reason is that because if you know my age and you know my birthday, there's not many other data points that you need to kind of really mess with my life. So as somebody who works in it, I'm sure you could figure it out. But I figured I'd either reveal my birthday like overall or my age, and since I've already shared my birthday many years ago. It's like,
He's
but yeah,
21.
we are somewhere close, maybe. I don't know, Lord. But yeah, happy birthday! And the fact that we have the same day, that's awesome. What's up?
Yeah.
I don't remember getting Heavy Rain.
You don't remember what?
You should have Heavy Rain. Are you on PS4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get the? Are you a Plus member right now?
Oh, that'd be so funny
Yeah.
if Henry Cavill
You
became
got Heavy Rain
a
then
WoW
this
refugee.
month.
Yeah, if you
'cause,
download, if you download the digital deluxe edition
Yeah.
of, you'll get it in the download.
Yep.
Oh.
Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls.
Not Beyond Two Souls, no.
Hey
you
Brian,
only get-
Beyond Two
Oh,
Souls.
have you guys
Only
played
got Heavy
Phantasy
Rain.
Star?
Yeah.
Hold
I
on,
asked
hold
you
on,
the
guys.
other-
Somebody was asking someone, have we played what?
Have you guys played
Oh.
Life is Strange?
No, I haven't. I know there's a lot of
Ooh,
fans
It's a
of it.
really good game.
Yeah.
I'd love to get Henry
It's-
Cavill on the podcast if he actually was a 14 player. That'd be fun.
Well, wouldn't that be funny if he got so into the game that like, why isn't Henry Cavill in any movies and we have to apologize to the rest of the world that we've taken him and
He's
turned him into.
That'd be awesome.
But it's kind of crazy. People like look at was 2 years ago when Stormblood came out. People didn't realize this. If you were a wrestling fan, you saw it, and you. But they've been spending money on their all their stuff for years because they took time out. They took money out and gave it to WWE. I was like, they had probably was the most popular act cosplay as samurai at WrestleMania. I mean, that's like even wrestling fans don't. Even non-wrestlers know what WrestleMania is. It's like Super Bowl.
It's all about smart advertising, especially where you can also get the best bang for your buck, right? Because you're like, how many eyes can I get for how much? So that you can end up saying like, this was just this impactful. So you can just kind of get that because maybe it would also have been cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are doing the monologue castrum?
Yeah, would rather do this one though because 10 million experience.
I don't know. The other one was kind of shorter.
Yeah, and
You
it's
have to
half
check
Come
out
in,
the
Maddie.
3
Come in.
hours.
Over.
It literally has, it's half the experience that this one gives.
Sorry, can you repeat that? Over.
That reminds me of the old Nextel phones.
We're still playing our games right now. You're welcome to come up and hang out if you want. Yeah, Maddie got me some walkie-talkies for my birthday.
Well, let me know if you need somebody else in your party, Brian.
I think right now we're grabbing one person.
I thought Brian was on the way, but then I saw he was.
I'm having a hard time understanding you. You need to hold down the button so you can talk.
You got walkie-talkies now?
Yeah, so Maddie got me walkie-talkies for my birthday, so we could play with them and stuff like that. So we've been testing them out today.
Nice.
I don't. I don't follow, sweetie. Can you repeat that? Over. I'm having a hard time understanding you, sweetheart. Can you repeat that? Over.
Would have been easier just getting a beeper.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think it's about the beeper or the efficiency. That's not like that's how I've had to play games with my kids because whenever so with like we were playing Secret of Mana, and in my mind I'm like, okay, let's go here, let's do this, let's level up, let's do this. Okay, efficiency, speed, because as an adult, like I don't have a lot of time to do this, so it's like it's about trying to capitalize and maximize my time. If I get 2 hours to play, I filled the 2 hours with an objective. I go in knowing what I'm going to try to accomplish, ideally accomplishing it. That's why MSQ roulette does not fall into my purview, because typically it's like I can do this, and this amount of time, and then I'm going to get out, or I'm going to go, or
By the way,
yeah, go ahead.
Got a new subscriber.
I would. Hey, Brian.
Hi, Greg. Welcome to the workforce.
Just watch the video, Brian. I'll tell you when we're in the last fight, because.
Let's see here. Anyway, like I'm messing with that.
Something I don't know.
Let's see here. And
take a cross-country trip. By the time you come back, you're still in the cutscene.
Yeah. This is the long one. This is the long chain.
Let's see how Chris is doing.
Making guide. Now I do want to
you
put
get
a
to
note
fight
on this one.
Ultimate.
This one's going to require substantially more investment than many of my previous guides. So I recommend starting with those if you're trying to get that initial nest egg where you can afford to invest.
It's Brian and Chris. He's actually behind me. Oh, hey Chris.
But I have made, I don't know, 4 or 5 million gil this week off of this, just verifying that it works. And then of course I finally logged in on my server because
KK Panda, new follower.
Wait,
can you repeat
that? Are you streaming Chris while we're streaming?
Yeah.
As people go back to
but he's behind me. But he's like, I'm not trying to block him.
Jump from method to method to method. So these videos are always a good reference long term because these methods don't really.
Why don't you just come upstairs real quick because I'm having a hard time understanding you, sweetheart.
So I'm in Kugane here, and
hey,
next to the
KK Panda just followed.
Armor, and I can
Yay!
go to the armor
Thank you, Panda.
and purchase Fieldcraft here. I've already done this, and so you'll see that there's a bunch of ones there because I have one of everything. But unfortunately, because I have a
every time you end the line, you have to say
over.
Over.
There's also ones next to all the level
it's
70
a streamer
stuff.
watching a
Now,
stream.
one of the ways that you can use this to win, especially with sub-level 80 items, is you can just make sure.
I mean, what else are you gonna do when you're when you're in a monologue
cutscene? Instead of just getting rid of those, keep them in
the evil rant
red flag, not to
monologue.
Again.
The classic trope.
List. And then you can just
guys,
get them out.
like, let me just slap you with
so if I
my
just
great
keep
sword
all
and
these,
call
if these
it
were all
a day.
non-sellers, I could go put these in my chocobo bag, and then it would go back to being
Remember,
zeros.
stream
And
section.
next time I want to restock, I can pull them from my chocobo bag or from a specific retainer out in my inventory.
Thanks, sweetheart.
And then
I
make
love
my
you.
rounds,
Over.
Because you could also go as far down as Foundation. I
Eden
found
Minor.
also can be profitable, but it's a much higher risk. But there's items being sold below.
Streamception.
I don't know if it's just because the leaves are the quest rewarded, or it's just those items are
sounds
really easy to
good.
craft
Over.
at this point. But the higher level stuff tends to be where I get a consistent profit margin.
Alright, this is good.
So I
I
work
can't
my way
handle
down
watching and
from Crystarium to
was weird.
Kugane to
You know what?
Foundation.
There was a like about I think there was like about 2 or 3 days ago. where I think it was on Crystal. Yeah, it was on Crystal. I had a alt called Michael Bay. And he actually looked like, yeah, it was called Michael Bay. He looked like Michael Bay, and I had Black Mage to 60.
Oh yeah.
So like this guy hops in the shout chat going like, "Oh my God, did you really just waste money on a jump potion for a meme character?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I mean, is there a problem with that? And he just goes on a rant about like how I'm wasting my money and like, you
On a jump
know,
potion?
It's
yeah.
your money.
Guy, like
Exactly.
how
That's
much
what I was
time
saying.
is
Like,
it? Like time is money. Like yeah, I think jump potions are the easy solution for the developers. I think there are better solutions, but at the end of the day, like a jump potion doesn't make a good player. It doesn't make a bad player. A good player is going to be a good. Bad player is going to be bad. Jump potion is just a tool. Just like money doesn't make you good or bad. Money is just going to make you more who you are. If you're a good person, you'll do good things with money. If you're a bad person, you'll do bad things with money.
I mean, it was kind of bad that I only spent that money just to make a meme, but
fake money.
Well, it's not bad. It's your own money. It's your own money. There's
your
no
money,
bad
dude.
way to use it.
It's your money.
Well, there is bad ways to use it, but that's
it's your money. It's your time, and people have like it's not a religious kind of viewpoint, but people kind of go into that kind of mindset. It's like they have a belief about something, and for them, like it feels that wrong, and they will have to let you know. It's like, okay.
I would also like to put this in perspective a little bit too. I would rather see you spend the money on Square Enix's Jump Potion than to see you go spend $100 on these gold farmers or something like that.
That's true.
right.
So, you, in my mind, you're supporting the game by buying that Jump Potion. Whether anybody
And plus, you'll
wants
get
to-
some gold anyway from buying jump. I forgot the fact you get 500,000 gil when you jump a
Yeah,
character.
but not enough to like break the economy.
Oh yeah. But 500,000 gil helped make me buy raid food.
Yeah.
There's no reason you should be going to gold farmers. It's just risky.
Well, this game doesn't need. You don't need it anyway with this game.
I'm just saying that it's. I was just trying to put that in perspective. I wasn't saying, go to a gold farmer. I'm just saying, there's a lot of people who do.
Oh yeah, I used to know people that do. They used to do it all the time. That was back in the day when people would buy clears, though. I don't know if you remember back.
I do.
Far back when people.
I've only started playing since February, so.
Yeah,
People
when
would
around
people
report.
would sell clears for in-game gil and or real money, and the real money is where they get in trouble.
Yeah. But now I remember a lot of people would spend like 3 to 4 million gil just so they can clear T9.
Where's the ghost part?
Well, people out like the virtual money, real money. That's bad.
All right, I'll see y'all when I'm done. Over.
Where do you pick up the ghost bark armor again?
Let us
Wait,
dance,
after,
champion
sorry.
of Eorzea.
What do you say? Where do you pick up what?
Ghost bark armor of aiming.
I do not know.
God. Some people
Google it.
Some PlayStation blogs post something about 14 because of Final Fantasy VIII and all that, the new raid. And people are like, literally, the first comment was like, "I would get into 14 if it wasn't subbed," and I'm like, "You don't realize." And they compared it to Warframe.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, though. We've as a society fundamentally rejected the subscription-based MMO.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And Warframe, see, people don't realize how Warframe does their online. It's not a server-based online. It's peer-to-peer.
But regardless, though, is that people have fundamentally rejected subscription-based games, and that's why we've seen a lot of push into the free-to-play model. I think the best model ends up being kind of the buy-to-play with the seasonal content that people can kind of go for,
yourself
or
on
essentially
Destiny?
you'll have a subscription-based game, or like what we'll probably see at some point where you are subbed to the publisher, and thus you have a wide variety of games because people seem fine with that. So people
I always prefer the sub thing just because I feel like the buy to play model can also, sometimes you won't see as many people purchase a thing.
Mm-hmm.
At least with the sub to play, they're going to get that more of a steady income.
Everybody's on equal playing foot. But being that people rejected it, I think essentially the real solution ends up coming into that there's a subscription to Square Enix as opposed to Final Fantasy XIV, and to where with the sub to Square Enix, you get 11, Dragon Quest X, 14, any other kind of games, and then a whole variety of games. So people end up feeling that's more justifiable for the value than anything else, and so that ends up.
They'll expect the price to be more than 14 sub.
It could be it could be $15, and then you could then have other additions. I would think that it's like that. It wouldn't be more than that.
Yeah.
I would see if they added 14, 10, 11, all into like let's say Square Enix, like you're saying, Square Enix does come out with a subscription.
Well, that Square Enix is talking about having an online model, an online streaming service.
Yeah. So if they did that, I would see, okay, you get all access to all our games, but then also it's not going to be $15 a month. It's going to be like $50 a month.
No, it wouldn't be more. It wouldn't be more than $15 a month. Right, but it wouldn't be more. Right, but it wouldn't be more than 15 because they would actually. While you think that it would cost more, it'd cost less because the goal was for them to drive more people into it, so that all of it benefits. Overall.
I feel like if it was doing all three with the streaming online, it would probably be around 20.
I could see them going as much as 20. I could see them going as much as 20.
It's not going to be 15, and people are saying like, but I still would not subscribe to it because I would subscribe to each separately, because again, streaming, I can't do streaming.
No, it wouldn't be that these were streaming games. That's not what I'm talking about. Is that you would have a publisher subscription. So just like with Game Pass, and when you can download these games and play them, you would have access, and that's where you would have a Square Enix account. And in fact, they would more or less want you to go into that direction than they would want you to individually subscribe to these games, because that's essentially where the market and the model is going. That provides a healthier, kind of economy, because
I'll be honest, I still don't know why they haven't
experiences. Overall.
I still don't know why they haven't bundled 11 and 14. I know they did it for a little bit, but they should really just.
Agreed. And then what you'll end up like, and what you see here behind it is that, like, people are like, oh, they're taking 14 money and working on 15. Yeah, they're like, it's not like that money goes directly. It goes to Square Enix anyway, and then they decide what they're going to do with it.
That's how they've always done it.
Brendan Cooler wishes you happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you, Brendan.
Yeah, I mean, that's how Square Enix has always done it. Like, you also have to think, Tomb Raider, the money that they made from Tomb Raider went to 14, and Kingdom Hearts, the money they make from Hearts, 14, and the stuff they're doing with 11. It's like, everything goes.
Why is that a problem, though?
It's not a problem.
It's not a problem, but people do complain about it. Because it's like, the only thing in 14 that goes directly to 14 right now is anything purchased on the cash shop.
Yeah, so if you want to do it,
100% of them profits goes towards anything that they're doing on the cash shop.
Thanks, Solar.
But that's it.
Yeah. And thanks to you guys, we got a European data center.
Yep.
So like,
which I don't play on, but still, thank you.
On Chandler Beach. That's what I wanted to put on.
Yeah, so like, people don't understand. Like, they have to, and that's why the cash shop is so much hated. Is because, there are some crazy prices, but
some of those crazy prices aren't even their fault. Like if you look at the Chinese items that people complain that they're a lot more expensive than the standard items that they put on the Mog Station.
Yeah, but it's Chinese.
But that's because that's how much they charge in China, because it's a different license, and they can't charge less here because that'd be completely unfair to the original purchasers.
Well, what it is with the Chinese,
and they have to purchase the license.
They have to purchase those licenses. The Chinese dev team, so like anything that's made it, like that horse, that was brought out like in Stormblood. That was a Chinese exclusive item, probably made by two guys. Like the Chinese team that they work for the Chinese market is a lot smaller than the team that they're using for like the main mod station. So you have to pay for their time, and that's what you're doing when you're buying a mod station, you know, exclusive glamour or an exclusive mount. You're paying a dev's time.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that. They feel like, oh, it's like, well, it only took you a couple minutes to make this. I mean, because artists deal with this. Artists deal with this sort of misconception all the time. You're not paying for the product that you're receiving. You're paying for the amount of years that went into the skills that are going into the product that you are receiving.
Yeah.
Well, like, go look at, and they talked about this, like the headpiece issue with, you know, Rockstar and Vieira. Because they flat out addressed the issue, like why it took so long. Every time they add a piece of glamour, and every time they add a character model, a new race, it adds like an extra 2 hours of development time because they have to individually go in and scale the armor.
Hey, Solar Soldier wished you a happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you, Solar. So yeah, when you have to individually go in and rescale gear for the 100+ character models that we have, that's a lot of time.
Yeah, that's a lot of work too.
And they can't. There's no automated system for it. I wish there was. It would cut down costs. But right now, there's just no automated system for it.
So,
Yeah.
Show DR says,
I'm
I'm sorry, but I can't
but
agree.
I cannot agree.
Having a mount for half a price of an entire expansion. Yeah, it drives me nuts.
I mean, but you also have to think that
they-
that mount comes in with like a 1-star speed already.
I
talking about the,
I would love. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I personally, I'm fine with it if there was a small, and it could be really small chance of dropping in the game. The fact that they don't have it and it's 100% acquisition for those people who like the collection game, like it feels like you have to then spend money. And that's I think again, like if it was a millionth of a percent, like to where if it dropped, you'd be like, holy crap! I can't believe I got that flying whale. Yeah, it's just nuts.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
but-
I haven't liked it since they started it. Still don't like it today.
And yeah, Shot, that's the other thing though. Like, okay, so we take a look at the mount. So every mount, when you look at it, there are 4 different mounts. Then they have to rescale. So with one mount, there's actually 4 separate mounts, and they have to rescale and code in those mounts. So that's probably about. So you look at your. Okay, so we'll just do a random number. In the U.S., the average minimum wage is probably about $15 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those mounts probably cost them about 5 hours of work just in the scaling process. Modeling are probably about another 10 hours, probably another 15 hours dealing with a bunch of other like coding issues. So you're probably looking at about 24 hours plus of work. That's something that they could be doing else where they're making probably more. And when you're looking at high-end, like graphic modeling, you're probably looking at somewhere about 30 hours, $30 an hour. When you look at that. So and like all the mod station items are literally being paid for by purchases from the mod station.
I love my Roth.
Fenrir asked, "Hey Brian, if Square Enix contacted you and asked you what you wanted for your birthday in 14, what would you ask for?"
So if they were asking me what I'd want in 14 for my birthday, I would love to have glamour levels brought into the game. So if that was like, if sky's the limit, where you could level up and you could get like points or some kind of currency or some kind of, treasure coffer every time you leveled up past level cap. I think that'd be really exciting. That'd be what I would ask for right now. I think that would add that would keep a lot of content, especially XP content, relevant.
Well, yeah, in regards to the mountain stuff like that, honestly speaking, Square Enix is the one that sets the price, and there are people out there that pay that price. Like, you know, this is like this is the whole topic on like, oh, well, I know people that can do this for cheaper. Well, they could easily respond, I got people that would pay more for this.
Hello.
It's trying to find the right price so that you get the most people buying. And you make the most money, because if you raise the price too high, less people buy. If you lower the price, more people buy, but you end up leaving money on the table.
Yeah. Right.
If you look at my Workstation history, there's so many purchases because I give away a lot on Twitter.
Yeah.
And on a lot of strict Twitch streams and stuff like that. So my Workstation history is probably funds like half the data center.
Like say for me, when I bought my SDS Fenrir mount, I already had the Grani mount from the early access. Well, I got it on the 2nd of July when the game first came out. But I kind of wanted to get the motorcycle because it would fit a lot of the glamours that I had for my main account.
Yeah.
Plus, that motorcycle looks sick.
It's a good looking motorcycle. I'm saying, like, it would be really awesome. They made it as a
also,
part of, like, if you
also
went to
have to think-
FanFest, but in the fact that they opened it up so you didn't just have to go to FanFest to get it is
they've always
thing
done
is,
that.
it's account wide. It's account wide.
But I just wish that there was some 1 trillionth in a chance that it would drop out of some random treasure chest in a dungeon, you know, or just so that it's like
I'm against that for at least certain things like that mount at least, because I feel like that's something. I wish it wasn't still sold. I wish it had been something that was limited to FanFest and then limited
kind of
sales.
concept. Yeah.
Well, again, though, it comes to that issue. If it was a 1/100,000 chance of dropping,
yeah,
but then someone went and bought it, it would devalue that person that bought it.
Yeah.
And it would be like, okay, so you got it for free. He would go to Square Enix and be like, yeah.
How come I had to pay for it?
How come I had to pay for it?
Well, to be fair,
I got it for free.
I buy a lot of things and I still don't mind getting stuff for free occasionally because you paid for the convenience.
But again, it's that paying for convenience over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only way you solve that is by, if you're gonna have the same item in game or paid, you release them at the exact same time so you don't run into that issue.
Yeah.
The only time you run into that issue is if you do it afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you have to. Yeah, you tell people that it's going to be added sometime in the future, but I would say have them sold first and then drop like in a later patch. But then also on the page that sells it, say, look, this will eventually drop from blah 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 in the Tempest or whatever.
All right, I need to get through these roulettes.
But nah, Fantasy XI had quite a few items where if you miss the event, you'd never get it again. And I'm as much as it's annoying for some, I do kind of miss that a bit. The exclusivity of knowing that you were one of the few people that did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the same thing as the legacy players that have been on since 1.0. Like, there's slight differences in the items that they have. It's really not that noticeable, but
Well, it's like I've got the on my main and on all characters because of the way it's done. I actually have an item from Phantasy XIII. Because I registered 13 to 1.0, I got a pair of gauntlets that you can't get anymore.
Alright.
And they're really good low level, actually.
Honestly, the fact that they're not able to get them anymore, I could kind of understand that, because that was for the players that actually went through all the problems that 1.0 had, and that's kind of like their reward for sticking around for so long.
Well, the main reward that 1.0 players got, it was a glamour. It's a discounted sub, and the one glamour that's fully exclusive, the tattoo.
Yeah, which I wish I still
had.
had.
Well, didn't they also have mounts
and Jesus
that were
is the
different?
only one. It's just probably the more prevalent one.
Well, Jesus, the reason why this is the more like I get Castrum a lot, and even when I get Castrum, drop just so they can try and get this dungeon later.
I do find it weird that
gives double, if not triple, the experience.
I always do find it weird that we always get these two dungeons because it's supposed to be main scenario roulette. Why don't we get any other main scenario dungeons?
Okay, so the main scenario roulette, it was originally, and Brian, you probably remember this.
Oh yeah.
There was no main scenario in 2. I think the main scenario was added in 2.3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was around the same time as Shiba, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2.3 then.
2.4.
Because this dungeon. So when you queue for a dungeon, if you didn't notice, so you queue for a dungeon, it's always 4-man dungeons. If you queue for an alliance, it's always 24-man alliance. If you queue for a trial, it's always 8-man. They can't. You can't queue for a trial and get a free normal, even though that is technically a trial. It's in the dungeon category.
Yeah.
Because the way they're
well, it's not a trial, is it? Really? Because it's 4-man.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's a 4-man, so it'd be.
But it's under trial. It is literally under trial.
True.
What's under trial?
Ifrit normal and Garuda normal. Titan normal.
Yeah, Titan normal and Garuda.
Oh
normal.
yeah, they moved those to the trial, which is fun.
They're trials, but they're under leveling or under leveling.
Yeah, because they're 4-man.
They're 4-man.
I hope that did.
So the reason why this isn't like that is this is not a trial. This is not a one fight done thing. This is a dungeon, but it's 8-man.
By the way, I hope I don't say his name wrong, but Hwang says, "Happy birthday and thank you to all your content. I went from never tanking before in my life at the beginning of Shadowbringers to being full 447 and waiting with bated breath for the Savage version of Eden. Keep up the great work."
Woot woot woot. Well, good luck with this week with Savage. That's gonna be fantastic. I am actually on vacation, so I'm not gonna be able to dive in on day and date.
Yay, play accommodation.
Woo! Way to go, Chili. Way to get that calm.
Yeah.
If you combine the last two.
Hey, hold on. Let me join in. Let me join in.
Oh, I'm gonna switch to Destiny if you want me there.
Oh. Dang. Now I gotta buy Destiny.
You don't have to buy it. Just wait for a month and it'll be free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it's free in
Month and a
September.
half. You're
For
talking about Destiny 2, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting a free-to-play model from September.
The only thing that won't be free will be the latest.
Yeah.
Well, but still, you can actually go into the zones. You can go, and you can, I think, even run the content with somebody who has it. So if you're like, hey, Brian, let's run this stuff together. It's like, yeah, we can because you're with me. So it doesn't wall you out and make you have to open your wallet. It allows you Oompa Loompa with a friend request. Absolutely. But it's inclusive, and it ends up being where you want to be, and they want to incentivize to buy because that's going to be what's going to be good for them and whatnot. I still can't believe this is all running in the cloud. That's just it's just nuts for me right now.
Yeah, they just need to get a server in Georgia. So
yeah, dude, they get that data center going.
Yeah,
I think it works in England as well.
Yeah,
your desktop looks a whole lot cleaner than mine. Oh wait, that's.
I got a lot of icons. Here, this is my desktop, and this is the cloud desktop where I was running the game and stuff like that.
How does it work, by the way? Because I was thinking about looking into it. Do I have to purchase a PC?
Cleaner.
It runs off of iOS, and we're not partnered with them. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
I just I'll test it out. Excuse me. And so it basically you can run an iOS. I told him, I was like, man, if I can get this installed on a TV and something like that, that would be amazing. Because then I could sit back.
No, but
would
I need to purchase Fantasy 14 and then run it on there?
Yeah, I run the PC version of 14, and since this is running a PC, then it's fantastic.
Okay, so
that's where it's I'm surprised that we haven't seen them say 14's coming to Stadia, and I guess they're going to see if Google keeps supporting it or something like that.
Well, I think the main issue, why they don't want it to run on Stadia right now, is it's the same issue that a lot of people are having now Stadia. That whole you have to buy the game.
I was
but
gonna
you
say because that'd be a
technically
bit weird.
don't own
You
Because
don't have to pay for Stadia though, so it's that Stadia
Yeah,
is a free
but
service.
right now you do.
Just
Well,
when
you
it,
do
as
for
it
now.
when it opens, you have to pay for it. So it's like,
Yeah.
as a part of
Uh,
the
but-
founders thing.
Yeah.
And you would still need to pay for it if you want to run it, if you want to stream at 4K.
Yeah.
Right. If you
yeah,
want to do the
wanna
4K stream,
4K,
that you'd have to pay
Which-
for that. But at that point, like if you're having the 4K and all that, like I think they're probably like looking at
Yeah.
who you are as an individual. And being like,
Yeah,
you can pay
Chronicles.
for it.
It's not always going to be a sub. The sub version is only for like the start. And I probably would. I know this sounds weird, but I kind of want to sub once they roll out more for phones, because my phone I got recently actually has a 4K screen built in.
Nice.
So I want to see if I can try and stream the 4K game on my phone.
I was
Because that'd
thinking
be
about getting
weird.
a Fire Stick.
Yeah.
See if I could install it there.
Yeah, it's a
Like the
HDR
4K
4K
Fire Stick.
60 frames per second screen on the phone, which is overkill for a phone. You don't need a 4K phone, everyone.
Yeah, the cloud essentially, because it's like I can run this down, like it's running and rendering off, and it's just using my internet, which is great. So as long as you've got the internet, like I think the cloud has a potential, and I was never saying it's in the next year or two, but in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
In the next 5 to 10 years, like as the infrastructure improves across the nation, as it improves across the world, it ends up being a really interesting proposition. Because like again, like the cloud could be that one console future where it's like you boot up and it's like, oh, you want to run a PlayStation game or an Xbox game or whatever, you're just like, all right, and here you go. And then no matter where you are, like if I go to my sister's, like it's all installed, all your stuff's there. And so then you can kind of just pick up and play. Like, oh, I got a controller hooked up to my phone. I can sit back and play my game if I want.
Yeah.
Oh, I got this, and this. So, Mosflo says, I have Forsaken. I should do that expansion, LOL. I did the expansion Forsaken on my Warlock, and I was playing a little bit last night with my friend Kyle. And yeah, like Forsaken was a really good expansion. And I'm still obviously diving into that content, going into the seasonal stuff now. And it feels really, really solid. So I'm really I'm ready for Shadowkeep. It's my year of shadows. Shadowbringer, Shadowkeep, Shadow.
For me, the game
Give
I'm
away
most
Shadow.
excited. The game I'm most excited for is Borderlands now, though.
Borderlands 3, man, that looks
Yeah.
good. I've always enjoyed the Borderlands games. But the
I
problem
like
that
I like what
Borderlands
they've
3
done
is going to run into is that at some point, if there's not content coming out for it, like then people will just go back to Destiny or whatever,
But I like what they've done with Twitch. I don't know if you've seen the Twitch integration with Borderlands 3.
Oh, I have, and that's phenomenal.
With the when you open a chest in game and the people that are watching you have a chance to win loot from your chest for their account.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's so smart. I think I hope we see that Destiny does this. The invitation track. Okay, let's see here. Do I have? Oh, I did have completed that one.
By the way, I'm hoping that's also for console because we know it's for PC. I'm really hoping that consoles also have that feature because the consoles can stream on Twitch built in.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, so completed that one. Completed that one. Sweet. Let me head to the tower and see if I can get more of these pursuits. Then I'm gonna jump into PvP. If anybody wants to join me, I'm on Xbox, but I'm very excited that we have cross save coming to this. So for anybody who's interested, free game,
including PlayStation.
Including PlayStation. Fine. Oh, thank God. They were like, it was a last second announcement.
Well, it's supposed that they agreed on it just before the announcement that was made. So the announcement got made and then they retracted it like a day later because they'd already agreed it. Just they posted it too soon.
Let's see. Okay, so 12:26 is when the dungeon started. We ended at. So yeah. We started that dungeon run at 12:26 my time, so it would have been 11:26 your time, Brian. We ended it at 1:13.
I haven't
So-
done anything apparently in my triumphs.
Yeah. About 45 minutes. But that easy 10 million.
Triumphs 1 of 1,005. How do you grow an awesome beard? Well, I use beard oil, but it's just a matter of like time and grooming, right?
What's under
And
your
genetics, hair. But I said, like, yeah, and if anybody's not aware, someone's like, "Oh, you take off your hat?" It's like, well, I mean, you can go see my, like, hatless,
You're
face.
bald.
I'm not bald.
Balding.
Balding.
He's just really good at hiding his hair.
We'll see. We'll see what I am. But we said 100,000 subs, so get me there, boys and girls. Give me that workforce.
It's going to get to 100,000 subs, and underneath the hat is just going to be a hat.
And just another hat. Like, it's like this. Be like, what's under the
Yeah,
hat?
I said that. I said that a couple of days ago. Yeah. Like, watch when he hits 10K subs and he makes a big.
What's under the hat, guys?
It's a hat under it. It's another hat.
What's under this hat? What?
Find out 1 million subs.
Find out 1 million subs. So we'll just do this. We'll just keep rocking it.
That'd be cool though. If you get to 1 million subs and then you take that hat off, and it's just a congratulations on 1 million sub hat.
Congrats! Like I tattooed 1 million subs like right above my eyebrows, and then I was like, all right, here we go.
I guess you could do that for a joke, but just
I'm pot committed now.
Welcome, Guardian.
You could no, you could do it with a temporary tattoo.
That's true.
It'd be fun.
I have nothing but freckles on my body, so it's like, yeah, I could. Tattoo.
Brian with his hats is turning into Team Fortress 2.
If you're asking if Destiny 2 is crossplay, it is not.
It's cross save coming in September or sooner. And
So
they said they're working
buy it on
towards
PC.
crossplay. So like they from a delivery perspective, they're working their way.
And I think again, it's probably we don't know for sure who really is at fault for this one because.
Well, it could be both of the. It could be both Microsoft and Sony.
I think it's both, and it's more of the issue of they like the private ecosystem.
Well, yeah, you can make more. Each company makes more money by having it not cross-play because once you've got cross-play, you've got cross-buy, and then once you've got cross-buy, it means that the one market that sells the most will make the most money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Well, the thing about cross-buy, and this is actually the truth of that, when you have a cross-buy game, that's between it's probably what would happen is, and they could do this, where if you have a game come out, releases on both systems, first of all, the price of the game will increase.
Yeah. Well, to be
Second of
fair,
all,
I feel like I really feel like the price of games needs to go up because.
But the second thing is that the contract agreement, like when you have a game and you buy it, in the contract it states, okay, so such and such percentage of the game goes to Sony or Microsoft, whichever system you buy it on. All they would have to do is say, this percentage goes to Sony, this percentage goes to Microsoft, this percentage goes to the developer of the game. That's all they would have to do. One extra line.
Excuse me, Sparta.
Yes?
I was just curious, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
Adding cross buying. Like, so if they added cross play, the next thing that people would start saying is like, okay, so I buy it on Xbox, why can't I also play it on my PS4? Or why can't I also play it on my PC?
Kind of like what Xbox already does with.
It would basically, like, it would say, like, so what happens is, the reason why that is, it's more of a financial issue. And so the way they would have to solve that would be the increase in game prices. So instead of $60, we're looking at probably $80 to $90 for the base game. Because they have to pay those fees to
Well,
Sony
even
and
without
Microsoft.
cross-buy, I feel like gaming has got to that point where it needs to increase because
it's needed to increase, the entire lifespan of the PS and Xbox One, because the price to make these games has gone up exponentially because of how much more intensive the graphics are.
Yeah, well,
Not
just that, but just because of inflation, natural inflation.
Yeah, natural inflation. And we
I've got games on my shelf with price tags still from when I was a kid. I've got a price tag on my copy of Sonic 3D, and that was £70.
$20.
It was it was £70 back in the day.
Yeah.
Now games are 40 to 50. Now, how does that make sense that back in the 90s, with my game that cost worse graphics, cost double the price of the current generation of games?
Do you know why?
Because that was the best graphics at the time.
Sonic 3D was great.
Not just that. The reason why we went disc, and this is legitimately the reason why, the price of cartridges is like, what would you say, Brian? 4 times as much as the disc?
Back in the day, the disc.
Yeah, easily 4 times as much. Even today, it's still about the same.
All right, call it up. How many kills are we getting? How many kills am I going to get this round?
How many did you get last run?
I got, I think it was like 15.
I'll say 20.
So we got Sparta. 20. Oh yeah, all right, 20. Ooh. See what we can
Sin
do.
606 says just came in to say happy birthday, Brian.
Thanks, Sin.
And defeat your opponents.
But no, the cost of cartridges is more expensive, but now it's balanced with the fact that the cost of making it is more expensive when it comes to development.
Oh, yeah.
So
and it's also that whole issue of cartridges hold nowhere near as much data. Because the biggest Switch game is what, 50 gigs?
Yeah, but that's only because the cost of the cartridges.
I wish that was a stick. Wow.
You can get much bigger sizes now. It's just the price of it that's the problem. Yeah. Well, the price plus the decent speeds. You could probably get it a lot cheaper than what you're paying, but at the same time, you're gonna not get the same read-write rate.
Mm-hmm. Well, cartridges actually have a better read-write.
Oh yeah.
But the cost of them is so much more.
It's why if you buy a PS4 game, technically you don't need the disc in. I know you do because of copy, because it's the copyright DRM, the disc.
Slaughtered.
But the entire game is installed on the hard drive because it's faster to load from the hard drive than to read the disc.
Mm-hmm.
Game industry does make more money than Hollywood.
They do.
Trust me.
But they could make even more money.
Yeah, I'm freaking.
But you gotta
Hunter.
think.
Man, that's I need to play a Hunter.
But the game industry also spends more money than Hollywood per year.
Yeah. Look at Halo. Halo, supposedly the next Halo game has a budget of $500 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just for one game. Now, I know movies are expensive, but that movie will take a lot longer. Well,
the same thing that the movies have to buy to make the movie, the game industries have had to buy first. Game industry, development is actually ahead of movies.
There's one. All right, we're now on the board.
That's the reason why I feel like video games are always worse than just a video game, because the game is designed to be interactive.
Yeah.
Well, once you make it a movie, you lose that form of interactivity.
But yeah, it's that whole issue of things are gonna have to change. Whether it's an increase in prices, an increase in a decrease in development costs, but the game industry does not make as much as what people think it does. It makes a lot, it does. But when you're spending 3/4 of your profit,
I love you, Sparta, but I feel like you're making up numbers.
Well,
I
probably am.
They called you out.
But when you're
spending 3/4 of your profit, nobody's doing that.
Well, except for Sega. Remember Shenmue.
There's risk, and so essentially the thing is there's risk, and it doesn't really matter how much you spend if the developers aren't interested in actually making the product. It becomes more expensive or less product because of it. But at the end of
At
the day,
most,
still,
I would say a quarter of the core of the
But
profits they use.
again, when you look at it, like the price of games needs to go up.
Well, you have to.
Because-
Well, yeah, like the fact that we've
That's
artificially
what I was
kept
getting
them
at.
deflated,
Yeah.
so they found other ways to monetize, and those other ways are really
Yeah.
profitable. And then we complain about that because we're like, oh no, they're so greedy. It's like they're here to make money.
Yeah.
And it's a weird line between profit and fun, right? Art, profit, and art.
I mean, Yoshi P made really good use of that line, though.
Yeah, he does, and it's because the developers are passionate,
This is why
excited.
I've guesstimated that number, like,
Of course.
because like the price of like the software, because I tried to get into this and I needed to get the software.
Mhm.
The price of the software for one person, again, one license. If I got all the software that I needed to get, was like $600 a year for one person.
Yeah.
You got to think these development teams have 40 to 50 to 100 people.
Yeah,
So that's
you can also use the
$6,000
free
a
tools and
year.
stuff.
Well, also, no, you got to remember they'll also get discount.
Well, yeah, still get a discount, but still, it's still probably about maybe $5,000 a year, and that's just for the software. That's not upgrading all the hardware that they got to upgrade.
It's not cheap. It costs, like, if I was going to release a game, it's going to cost me $300,000 to $500,000.
Well, if they're a
Yeah.
console maker anyway, they won't really need to upgrade their hardware because that's the beautiful part about consoles.
But it's the thing, a lot of your console makers also release on PC.
Yeah.
The only ones that don't release on PC are like the PlayStation primary, PlayStation exclusive stuff or the Xbox exclusive stuff. But even Xbox still releases on PC.
Yeah. PlayStation is the only one that doesn't release on
And
PC.
Nintendo exclusive stuff.
I mean, I didn't know them at all.
But it's like, you're spending money to make money.
Oh,
yes,
it's
but if you're not
invisible.
making as much as you
There
were
you go.
5 years ago, they gotta increase the price.
Anyway, I'm going to be going soon, Brian. I can't wait
Yeah,
till we
no
collab
last
again.
of us
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Looking forward to it. We'll have to get that on the. We need to get it on the
Yeah,
schedule right now, but
So, like,
No worries.
right now, Sony is only winning in the war. Well, and I'm doing it in quotation marks, by the way. Is the only reason why they're, again, winning is because of their exclusives.
Well, that I don't know. So Sony will always kind of have a head up. They've never lost to Microsoft when it comes to certain things, just because for some reason Europe and Japan have a very bad bias towards Microsoft.
Well, the reason why Japan has a bias, and this is legitimately why Japan has a bias, is because Sony is a Japanese company.
Yeah.
well, it helps.
Well, yeah, for Europe.
Microsoft has it's got a lot of ground to make up for.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I hope
that's-
they do because I like
But
them.
I'm having conversations because it's not a war. I'm sorry, it's not a war. All gaming, like if I had the money, I probably would get an Xbox to play the Xbox exclusive. I primarily play on PS4.
1 second, Sparta. Coffee Bird says happy birthday, Brian.
Thanks, Coffee.
3 minutes remaining.
But like me personally, the Xbox exclusives don't appeal to me. So I don't get one.
What do they hit me with?
all
Grenade
gaming
launcher?
improved. Like even with the exclusives, look at Halo. The Halo franchise increased FPS gaming to such a high degree, it was ridiculous.
And the next Halo launches with the next Xbox, which I'm excited about.
Yeah. And so, like Halo has always improved on FPS.
Sniper.
Look at when you compare Halo, like the original Halo, to the new Doom.
And thank you very much,
Doom
Reagan.
learned from Halo in a lot of ways. And Doom was the original FPS, really, besides Wolfenstein 3D.
Well, I wouldn't want to learn from Halo right now.
Well, yeah.
Halo 5 is a fun game.
Oh yeah, it's good, but I don't know. It's not as good as it used to be because of all the competition we've got now.
Well, it depends on what kind of what kind of game you want to play, right? And so it's literally going to be, when did Anthem get PvP? Oh man, that was like my biggest concern. One of my big concerns about Anthem. I was like, well, when there's no PvE, what do you do? That gum
Yeah,
shotgun.
Sarah says happy birthday.
Oh,
Hasn't
yeah.
Anthem always had PvP?
Anthem is not
Anthem
launched.
doesn't have
And they were
PvP.
going to be like, yeah, we're going to PvE game. We're going to have all this content. And I'm like, PvP helps even out like the game as a season. Like when you're trying to like look for something to do. You know, it's like, hey, like, what can we do? Just toss that out there.
Anyway, I'm gonna have to go out for a bit and then start cooking dinner. So I
Alright,
want to
dude.
say thank you, Brian, and happy birthday.
Have a great
Also-
dinner, Chili. There we go. There's
Have
another
a,
one.
see you later, stream. See you later, everyone.
There we go. There's another one.
1 minute left.
Oh, freaking Ninja Shadows. Man, these guys are impossible to kill. Oh, brutal. Thank you, Blackout.
Seconds.
Ouch. Got him. Oh, I had to reload. Oh! Brutal with the ultimate. You get a late birthday. I'm going on vacation, so I'm actually not going to be able to jump into Savage right away. Which will be fine, because I can kind of maybe get some people, give me some tips. Like, hey, what did I miss? What did I miss?
I hope you have fun on your vacation, Brian.
Dude, I'm looking forward to it. Family and I, we're going to go down to Galveston. We're going to just chillax. It's going to be hopefully a good, restful time.
I don't know anything about Texas, other than I've been.
Tejas.
Other than the only part of Texas I've been in is Highway 40.
So I got 16. So Sparta was thinking 20. I was 4 off. So I owe him 4 push-ups. Sparta, 4 push-ups. Valor rank up. Better Devil's kinetic weapon. Brave 3. I'm at 4,057 kills in the Crucible.
Hey.
Hey. What do we got on our destinations?
Happy
Complete the
birthday,
machine-
Brian.
Thank you. Complete the machine gun frame and forge it in the Voldor Forge on the EDZ. And repair the Awoken Talisman. What is it? Let's see, what's this quest? That's the enhanced quest. Got all these little things. Got plenty. Like, yeah, there's the nice thing about coming back to a game after a long time is so many things to do. What else we got?
Alright, let's see. What can I eat for breakfast?
Exodus Black.
Go poach a couple
That,
eggs.
that doesn't sound tasty.
What? Exodus Black?
You said, yeah.
Exodus Black. It's Exodus, not entrance.
Is that like a brand of coffee?
No, it's
No,
it was whatever
he's
it
in
was
Destiny.
for the Destiny
He's in
quest.
Destiny
There's a
too.
Destiny quest called Exodus Black. So Brian says,
but
so
wait.
Dragon Street says Brian's 60 right now. Don't understand. Okay, yeah. So Full Waffle is saying that Galveston is an island in the southeast of Texas, beaches and stuff. That is correct.
Food?
What do you want? I want food. I want
I
booze.
want food.
I want to feel fulfilled in life.
But before I can feel fulfilled in life, I need to fulfill my stomach.
I need to fulfill the stomach. It's an order of operational properties.
Yeah.
It's a process.
That's you're pretty close, Dragon. I'm not giving out the age because I give out the day. So it's like you know. I was like, well, what am I willing to share? Hatception.
Well, how's your birthday going so far, Brian?
Dude, I got up early. My legs feel like jelly, and and I was hoping
Well,
to
at
go
least
for.
you don't have to get up and go anywhere for a little while.
I like to run though. Like I really do enjoy running. Yeah,
Yeah, I could tell because of your dungeons. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love
I mean,
running.
you ran MSQ. Yeah, that shows you
exactly.
really love running.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So far so good. Julie made a really nice breakfast. I think I'll play a couple more rounds of PvP, and then
You know what I had for breakfast this
I'm gonna
morning?
go down and maybe take a nap, and then I'm gonna play like see if I can't get the kids to play soccer, or I'll go turn on the sprinkler system, and I'll just laugh because they make me laugh.
I had tuna fish with hard-boiled eggs in it.
Oh yeah, I ate a lot of tuna back in the day, and I just can't do it anymore.
Well, it's when you're limited what you can eat because you're doing low carb.
Yeah.
Dragon's
I
Fears
know,
had
I hear
movies
you.
for breakfast.
Yeah, I wish.
Dragon's Fears.
I
that's
wish.
awesome.
I would eat them all day long just to get rid of them.
I'd do tuna and a couple of the goldfish to give a little bit of value there.
That sounds rich.
I did have my coffee though.
Wow. Almost 3 in the morning. Thank you very much for the happy birthday wishes, everybody.
Enemy claimed zone A.
Ooh,
You captured zone
nectarine.
C.
Nectarines are delicious if they're in season.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. What was that hit me just there?
You gained the lead.
What was that? A grenade? Another grenade? Okay. That makes sense. That was a great grenade throw then.
I'll be hopping on Destiny here in a little later. If you're still on there, Brian.
Playing on it. I had to switch targets because the other guy fell back. No!
Enemy claimed zone B.
Yeah, we'll see. Like, my plan is, like, I'm going to play for a little bit.
Oof, headshot.
I wish I could hover. Dadgummit. Is that a rocket?
HX boy.
That was a
HX
rocket.
boy Y says, "Hello, can you help me with Whisper of the Worm?"
The weapon whisper of the worm?
Yeah.
Are you on? Is he on Xbox?
I think it's. Isn't that where you have to, like, as far as, like, competitive or get, like, certain ranking?
Whisper the Worm. I want to say.
Come
Oh, I'd
on.
have to look it up. I don't want to speak out of my hind end here, so I'd have to look that one up. But the one I'm thinking of is
Oh,
part
crap.
of the.
I'm like floating on by as a little warlock. I'm like, yeah, I need to level up my hunter to be a little bit more competitive in PvP. The movement is just too good.
You're dying about as many times as I die in Apex Legends.
Dadgummit.
Hey Brian,
Yeah.
I just started doing my MSQ not too long ago.
Nice.
I really like it. So cool.
What was that?
It is a
Oh.
really good story for
Your
14.
enemy has a power play.
Jeez Louise. They're just rickrolling us right now. Snipe that. Yeah,
That's
rocket
hacks.
launcher me. Why not play the game of the year? Superman 64 edition.
Zone A captured.
Yeah, we keep having people on this party drop. Jeez Louise. This feels like Call of Duty right now, where it's like you get these people on these power plays, and it's like you just cannot break them.
Are you doing the just normal PvP, or are you doing the,
Doing normal. Finally got a kill. Like,
Yeah, because I was gonna say if you were doing
I
the.
did. I did Iron Banner and got destroyed. I was like,
Oh,
I was
because
at 500.
They're also high level.
Yeah. What if they're pre-made?
Their power level is like, oh look, I just hit them 3 times. Oh look, their shield didn't even go down.
Yeah. I was like, oh, hitting him for, like, I did 600 total damage. Pretty sad. Come on, how can, like, I'm, like, I've heard that in PvP, like, the primaries and secondaries, like you want to go with those, whatever gun is an insta-kill.
From this loss and fight again.
And that feels about right.
Well, here's the thing. The power
Sign back there.
really affects what you do too.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got a power level of 500, you're not going to touch a guy that's got 750.
Yeah, look at that. I got 1 kill. They just destroyed us. I think that ended on mercy.
I mean, you heard me last night just kind of
Yeah,
grinding my teeth.
I was just like, I cannot hurt these guys because they're at 700, 790 or whatever. Like I don't know what the top gear score is. I did get a lot of good pieces of gear, so it's like, okay, maybe it sucks to be a little bit, but then all of a sudden it's like now I'm more powerful. But
well, yeah, it just it's just that frustration though.
mm-hmm. We're breaking up those teams to find a better match. I was like, my team kept falling apart. Like I kept seeing people drop in and drop out. It's like, all right, that's always a good sign when people are like, I'm out of this one.
Well, isn't that the same as in Final Fantasy XIV? If you wipe once, the party disbands.
Sometimes they're just like, they drop it and whatever. And then HX Boy saying COD U. It's like, yeah, we play. We've been playing Blackout 4 as a part of like kind of our guys' night or game night group. My wife plays; she's been playing that too. So I was like, guys' night isn't true. But we switched to Halo this last week. No, I've been trying to get her to play Destiny with me. I think that would be a lot of fun because we have the 2 Xboxes, so it's like trying to get her to come in and join me. My friend, like a couple other friends, are still playing it, so it's like it's nice coming back because it feels like I'm coming back home.
Yeah.
And then the thing is that it's interesting because I feel like I'm coming back home, but I'm also like a guest because like so much has changed, and I feel like I'm so like still like like despite having put thousands of hours in the original and kind of having a good concept of what's going on with Destiny 2, I left with Osiris. Like I was out, and that was like
the world is much bigger now.
Much bigger. There's like the quest, the triumphs. Like there's so much to do. It's so really awesome because it's like so for somebody who's coming in, I'm like, man, there's so many different things I can work on. It's like I like this. I love where they put pursuits. So it's like instead of these like inventory eating monsters, like how's this coming along? So it's like I jump into pursuits, and then I got quests. I got things that are like progressing.
Some of the exotics that you can work on, the exotic quests in the Mars camp, is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
hey, Leland,
I
you're
definitely,
in my party, right?
am lucky that my wife plays video games
that?
with me.
You're in my party, right?
Yeah, I'm in your party.
Yeah, you got. I'm sorry, it's gonna take a minute because
I'm just doing my
wife
own
is
thing.
starting to cook breakfast.
Nice.
Take your time. I'm not in a hurry.
You got anything better?
All right, so I think I got my permanent machinist gear.
Sweet.
That looks so good. Well, my
your
permanent
transmog?
machinist glam. Yeah.
Glamour? Yeah. I keep calling it transmog. You know, that's.
I know what you meant.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I need to go.
But, yeah.
I need to go buy up a bunch of. Just do that.
So I did not realize this, but I had 50,000 seals. I did not realize you could use seals to buy your glamour shark or the glamour crystals.
Nice.
Oh really? Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you can go to whoever your grand company is, and for the seals, you can buy I bought like 100 glamour.
I'll go with the hand
prisms.
cannon. Don't seem to have any kind of shotgun or anything like that there.
Clash.
Don't even dare defend why Hawaiian pizza is not the worst pizza.
I like Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah, I know, me too. I don't know why people hate it. It's like pineapple on pizza, ew. Like, listen, to each their own, okay?
A little pineapple, a little Canadian bacon. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Now I've kind of just gone 100% veggie on my pizza just because like I just don't need the sugar and the fat.
Yeah, I love veggie.
My problem is the fact that
Come
I
on.
cannot I cannot do cooked tomato sauce. It gives me acid.
Oh, it gives me. It hurts me, dude. Like it hurts me. Ever since I had my gallbladder out, I had my gallbladder out. Hell no. Like it just. Give me a white pizza.
Don't spend all that ammo in one
Okay, I don't know how to use these.
Oh,
yep. Don't know how to use this.
That's your dad's fault.
Got him. Got him. Ordering
Dang
Domino's.
it, Gary. That's one less soup cup. Yeah, I like those soup mugs.
I'm a big fan of chicken Alfredo on my pizza.
Yeah, me too. I mean, well, I don't know. There's a specific way that I like my chicken Alfredo.
Come on, connect with them.
Well, no, the reason that's the only kind of pizza I can eat that doesn't give instant death by food.
Got one. Oh, shotgunner. I need to get a good shotgun and get good at it in the Crucible because it's like that's apparently the game is like the shotgun, the shotgun rushers and
Mozambique
use
here.
rifles and snipers. None of which I'm good at right now.
Mozambique here. Oh man, that's like the worst shotgun ever. And some people actually make it work.
I've killed with the Mozambique. Oh, there's a couple back there. Oh yeah, he's got the.
Are you talking about in
Grabbing down Lance?
Apex Legends, yeah.
Yeah, I like Apex Legends. I enjoy playing with that. I wish it allowed for custom games, because then if it would, that would be, I think, a little bit more advantageous for playing with my friends. Because it's like, yeah, let's just jump in and like do custom games, custom rules. That's why like Destiny 2 is a little bit more of a selling point. We're gonna test it with New Light, because with the you can have custom games now, where before you could not. Line it up, get off the cliff, buddy. Run off the cliff. Come on, Brian.
First time I was
get better. Oh gosh. I think I'd stand up if I wasn't so sore.
Okay. Oh, why do I want a hand back?
My sympathy is not very much there, Brian, since you took that self-inflicted.
Come on. Get him, guys. Yes.
Is here? Some mom still even here?
Yeah, if I end up playing more Destiny later, it's probably gonna be downstairs, just hanging with the family.
I might just end up buying Destiny 2, honestly. Because I've been wanting to try it for a while, too.
Do you have an Xbox?
I got a PS4.
Yeah, cross save is coming. They don't have crossplay yet.
Yeah. Oh, that's dumb. But, oh well, whatever.
I agree.
I don't have a PS4. So
Yeah, our PS4 died. So I was like,
need to
I'll
hurry
wait
up
till the PS5 as long as it's backwards compatible, and I'll pick up some of the games I missed. Oh no!
I need to hurry up
Okay.
and fix this PC already. All I need is the
Thanks,
motherboard
Kangaroo.
and the CPU.
Mm-hmm.
if you get it on the PC, I'll play with you on the PC side.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna pick it
I'll
up on the
probably end
PC.
up doing it on PC anyway.
Oh no! I thought I was like, oh, I missed.
I might
Brian,
end
you
up
play on
selling
PC,
my.
don't you?
I'm on Xbox right now, but I'll play on PC as well. My thought is like I'll play wherever my friends are. That's
I'll
right.
probably end up selling my old drawing tablet for like around $300, and I could just get the CPU there.
What do you need from? What do you have on the drawing tablet? What do you use?
It's a Huon Canvas GT191.
Okay. I was thinking about getting
So it's
myself
a pretty
a
big.
new Intuos.
Yeah, what I use right now is a little Intuos Small, which is pretty much all I need. The Bluetooth one. Because I use it together with a 4K monitor, so I'm okay with my current setup. I don't really need it.
Too aggressive.
Because I had gotten the Huon Canvas because my Cintiq broke the pins inside and the connector outside. So it turned into a $700 paperweight.
Wow.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can begin to imagine how pissed off I was when that happened. Honestly, that's a really big design flaw. Like, how are you gonna make a connector with really flimsy gold pins?
That was lucky. I got a little boosted, but I got him in the air.
Get out of the way. Oh, that's why. That's the speaker. There we go.
Man, that was bad shooting.
Oh. Yeah. I'm so close to fixing this PC, and I made it into a mini ITX form factor. The next PC I build is gonna be even smaller.
I don't think you can, or unless you go with one of those ultra mini formats.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing, ultra mini, because my wife's is just. It is a mini ITX build, but the case that I have and that I'm using is the Phantasy Evolve Shift. So it's about half the size of the Corsair tower that she was using.
Oh no! Still got the double, but that was a perfect grenade. It's like I couldn't connect on it. I got too excited.
You got greedy.
Oh, always, man. Like, if I actually like played like I preach, like in these kind of games, like I'd be really good because it's like I know the strats. Like the problem that a lot of people have with Fortnite and like Apex is they think of it as they're not playing the right game. They think they're playing a battle royale game. They're really playing poker. You have to think like you're like in those battle royale games that you're playing poker. All you're doing is trying to give yourself the better odds. Oh, shotgun guy behind us. It's about like how can you set up the most winning plays, etc. And like in this game, I guess it's kind of there's similar aspects because if you're with the team, you're increasing your odds. Boom, just like right there.
That's why in the battle royales, I normally don't, unless I'm playing specifically that way. I normally don't just like rush in.
Yeah.
To stuff like. If I see groups of guys and I clearly am just outgeared, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going somewhere else because I'm just gonna die if I run out of you guys. Now, granted, it is also fun to
Come
do,
on,
like,
Brian.
hot
Come
drops.
on. Stop. Dadgummit, Brian. Oh, I'm shooting to his left. I know what I do wrong. I know what I did wrong. Let's see here. Sometimes I get excited. I'm like, oh man, he's right there. I gotta get good at best down my ultra. Like no, where is he? Oh, he's in the corner. Risky. Risk it for the biscuit.
1 minute.
Where's my team? Oh, he went invisible. Dang it. He's got that Graviton Lance. I love my Graviton. KJ Groove. No! We just need one more kill. There it is.
All I ask.
All I ask. Wing Theorem, chest armor. Boom, baby.
You've got some fight in you.
No, we did all our 14 stuff, so this is Destiny now. Let's see here. I think that's a good win. Might do one more round. One more. Yeah, one more round. Then we'll call it. 20 kills. There we go. Sparta was like calling it out. That's not bad. Thank you. Thank you, Gino.
Y'all excited for Tuesday?
I wish I was going to be here for Tuesday. I'm excited to watch the race. I'll have to catch it like on YouTube or Twitch. I'm assuming most people will be streaming it on Twitch.
I'm going to be on a business trip next week, so I'll be gone all week.
Well, and there's a lot. Like, what would you like? Is there a specific topic you'd like us to touch on, Dragon Spheres? So when we get back, our podcast with Rick Caucus goes live on the 5th, and then
I
that
can't
week
wait to hear that.
it's a good one.
I cannot wait.
It's a good one. That guy also has a good beard too. So you like in his videos, it's mostly his voice and gameplay footage, right?
Yeah, all I ever hear is his voice.
Yeah, he's got a killer beard, and then essentially with Heels versus Babyface, yeah, if there's like a subject or whatever, like we can kind of theme the episode around. I'm game for whatever. Because he plays a lot of games as well.
Now, when do you do the video with Az?
So that's when we get back. So like that week, we'll film it that week, and it'll go live Monday. So most likely the week of whatever's the week after the 5th. And then that week we film with Dado, and then that goes up like the following week. And then the next week I think we film with Avalon Star, and then I think we have Spofi. Then don't have the schedule memorized. Like after that it gets like, what do we have? So we're filling up. I think we're filling up September. Trying to keep us like, always having like 6 weeks out, kind of, boop boop boop.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Do I really need to worry about doing too many quests on my main character in the new new storyline?
If you don't need the experience, like if you're taking advantage of at least your leveling roulette and maybe your trial, so if you don't need the experience, only do the quests that are marked with a plus. The side quests that have a plus on them, and then after that, save them for other jobs.
Yeah, because I'm literally just level 70 with my machinist. I think, unless I'm mistaken, I could probably get to pretty much level 80 just through MSQ, can I?
Yeah, the MSQ will primarily get you there. There might be a gap or two, and that's why I say make sure you hit your fates, make sure you do your daily leveling and trial roulette, and eat food, so that way it won't be apparent. I think I don't recall hitting any kind of leveling wall in Shadowbringers, but I did hit it once in Stormblood. But if
Chris hit a leveling wall.
So Chris hit it. So it's like if you take advantage of your leveling and trial roulette, that will feed you, I think, plenty, like daily. That while you're doing your MSQ, I think that will feed you plenty of experience.
I understand.
Yeah, obviously I think we'll touch on Shadowbringers. I think that'll be a real good kind of entry point into hopefully a fun conversation.
Control.
Yeah, I remember when Chris first did his, when he got the Yulmore, he hit a leveling wall right there because he was just not doing any side quests yet.
Yeah, the side quests would supplement enough that if you're like for the leveling, I use the leveling because I use the side quest for alts, especially because in Shadowbringers they level scale, so you can literally just go and grab them and run them on alts, and it's like so that's really handy. I wish they would update that to the other stuff as well.
Do you guys think that they're ever going to possibly have local currency or, say, Mog Station cash shop?
What, like, in-game currency for Mog Station stuff?
No, like, what I mean by local currency is, like, say, I live in Canada, Canadian dollars instead of US dollars.
Oh, have it converted for US?
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, I have no idea. That sounds like it would be nice. Oh,
Isn't it
freaking
one
rocket
CAD
launcher.
worth like about? Oh no, that's
Almost
euros.
had B. I almost had it.
I know they did that. They took like who knows how many years, but
Yeah, one
no,
Canadian
they got
dollar
World of
equals
Warcraft.
76 cents.
Enemy claimed Zone B. You captured Zone A. You have zone advantage. Zone C.
I know they finally have local currency with the cash shop for World of Warcraft, which is very nice.
That is. I don't know. Like, I haven't heard any update in that regards. Oh man, how are these guys just not dead? I guess I'm not getting headshots. Hey Brian, huge share. Can you say hello to Jennifer? She's currently watching and she's a huge fan. Hello, Jennifer. Hopefully that wasn't awful. She's like, oh God, why? Come on, Jenny. Help me out here. All right. Oh, I'm like, lean back. We're getting rolled and controlled. All right. Let's see here.
What's that?
What's what?
My wife just gave me an everything bagel kind of sandwich with maple flavored sausage, eggs, and pepper jack cheese.
Sounds like a good wife.
I know, right?
Lucky husband.
Yeah. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that, because I might tell you to prove it. Like, she says she can make so much better than this. I'm like, don't say that, because I'll make you prove it.
There we go. Now I'm starting to rack up some kills. Come on, step around the corner.
Oh, it's so good.
The Chica Great Woods.
Oh, I love that zone.
I love that zone. Dude,
come on.
The music.
Oh! He was a striker titan.
Do you want pizza later today?
You have advantage.
I kind of want to eat Hawaiian pizza.
Dude, I do not blame you, man. Do not blame you. I judge no man by the flavor. Oh no!
I mean, I just had a craving, so I was like, oh, alright.
Let's see. I could be there in about 6 hours.
Yeah. You buying pizza for the whole squad here? Yeah. Pizza party.
Oh, I'm good for it.
Son of a...
Definitely good for it.
Let me turn this corner. Hello, Rocket. Hello, Rocket. That's why I was like...
If I wasn't getting ready for my business trip, I honestly would probably drive down just to do something different for the weekend.
Just to shake it up.
Dude, the main reason I want to build that little mini ITX build is so I could probably just keep it in my car, and every time I go to a friend's house, I can just bring my PC with me.
That's why you need the cloud, my friend. Who are these people with all the rockets?
I would just do the cloud and get a laptop.
There we go.
Okay. Get on Shadow and
I was actually seeing something really cool. Someone took a Xbox frame and actually made a PC out of it.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the Origin one?
Yes.
That was amazing. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I want that so bad.
Well, if you pay enough money, they could probably build you one.
Probably, but I don't. I'm not rich.
Right?
What hit me? What was that? I don't know what that weapon is. Is that a fusion rifle?
It's a killing tool.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what that is.
I hear PvP's broken. Either way. Oh, your buddy. Dadgum. Hiding behind walls. I have a grenade. If I had a grenade, that's my fault. I did not. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Makes me feel a little bit better. So you want to kind of stay together, but not too close like that. When they've got those one-shot kills. Oh, dadgum, you hunters.
Zone B lost.
Oh no. Where'd he go?
Wait, who was it that said that they live about 6 hours away from you?
Leland.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I'm the one that lives up in just south of Reading.
You're up in north? You're up north?
Yeah.
You know what? I was
Yes,
thinking about
sir.
moving up there once I saved up enough money.
It's a lot of fun up here. I mean, we got lots of lakes, which is really nice. We got Lake Shasta. We got Lake Almanor.
I mean, I feel like I just gotta get out of this. I gotta get out of this this little pit, dude. It gets so hot.
Well,
There's
the
barely
thing
any
is
breeze
that
because we're in a giant bowl.
you're going to have the same thing up here, because unless you move to like Mount Shasta, which is up in the mountains or someplace like that, Reading is literally at the very northern apex of the valley. So all the heat just swamps Reading.
Get him, guys. He's right there. He's weak.
Now, if you go a little bit further south, like Chico or even Sacramento, it varies about maybe 4 degrees. But you also get a little bit higher price in housing.
Right.
I need people with me.
Right.
I don't know. I would probably look into getting a roommate.
But Sacramento would be, Sacramento's got a lot of jobs.
Jobs?
But it's just jobs. I mean, it's just a big city. You know, if you're looking for work and stuff like that, then Sacramento might be the best bet.
We were winning.
Yeah, I definitely do Sacramento then, because I'm looking for two jobs.
I don't know how you guys afford it out in California.
Well,
barely.
Here's the thing about California. It depends on where you live.
Yeah.
Kind of like with Texas.
Texas, same, yeah.
If you live in a high-priced area, more than likely you have people that have high-priced jobs. Like let's take San Francisco, San Jose, the Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
The people who have driven the housing market up there is basically the tech industry.
Yeah.
So, if this is the sad fact, in San Francisco, you are actually considered under the poverty level if you make $100,000.
Wow.
Really? Yes, San Francisco.
Wow.
If you live in San Francisco and you make $100,000 or less, you are considered in the poverty.
Huh. Well, I'm way below poverty at that point.
Well, I'm just saying this is what I'm talking about with where you live versus where the jobs you have. Up here where I live in Red Bluff, we have.
I'm gonna make another
it's
one.
a farming. It's really a farming. Lots of orchards, lots of agriculture, ranches, just all sorts of the agricultural.
Yeah.
I know. I said I was gonna make myself another one.
But it just depends on what a person wants to do for work.
Hey Brian, I just wanted to pop in and say happy birthday.
Well, thanks, buddy.
I said I was
We
gonna
lost, but it's okay. That was fun.
You
Thanks, guys, for popping in. Thanks, everybody in chat hanging out. Oh, it's been a good morning. I think I'm going to go see my family, hang out, maybe get a nap in. I might play some more Destiny, so if anybody's on Xbox wants to join up, I'll be probably downstairs, not live, though. Just kind of chillaxing. So,
I'm probably going to be in a chill room all day, so.
Nice, man.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna hang out here for a while. I'm just doing laundry and getting ready for my business trip, so.
Nice. Nice. All
But
right.
yeah, it just really depends on where you want to live, what you want to do.
Where you want to live, what you want to do.
Why are you getting upset? You don't have to mow the lawn. I do.
All right, guys. Love you much. Take care.
All right, later.
Bye, chat.